All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Hey, guys, welcome back to the show tonight, this afternoon, this evening, or this morning, or wherever you are in that beautiful place that we call the Tundra Nation. It is time to hit the Recast Podcast. Once again, that means it's Thursday night, 9 p.m. Central. We have most of the crew here with you. Stevie should be joining us here in just a little bit. Little Metallica playing in the background, courtesy of Kush and his love. But I want to say welcome to spooky season. This is the one before Halloween. This is the last one that we get in the spooky season, boys. Next week, well, it's on to our favorite Thanksgiving movies, I guess, which there's not nearly as wide of not as wide of a bit for. So tonight we're going to be talking
holidays.
About, exactly. Tonight we're going to be talking about our favorite horror movies of all time. All of the October themed, or excuse me, all of the October recasts have been themed to horror movies subgenres. Now I'm just opening it up to everything that's available. Whatever you perceive to be a horror movie, a scary movie, or even just a Halloween movie. It doesn't necessarily have to be a horror movie. It's one of those things where it just encompasses the spirit of the season right now. And it's a fucking good season, man. If you guys don't know, Halloween is my favorite holiday. If you haven't been able to tell over watching the last few years with all the Halloween decorations in the background. But before we dive into that, and I'm hoping Steve gets here in time because I'd love to do a recap of what we watched for the Great Tundra Nation Get Together. Hey, oopsie, let's go. 33 months, dude. 3 more months, and you got 3 years here, my guy. Whoo! He says almost 3 years and back on YouTube. You know it. We are simulcasting on YouTube tonight. Spicy, say hi to the YouTube folks.
Hello, YouTubers.
Cushy, say hi to the YouTube folks.
Hi, YouTube.
Scotty, say hi to the YouTube folks.
You can fuck yourself, Operator Tony.
Yes, he can. No, I'm kidding. We love you, Operator Tony. Hey, folks in YouTube, this is a little closed circuit to you. If you have something for me, I've got your chat set up on a separate monitor. Unfortunately, I still can't find a way to integrate it all into my streaming software. So Twitch is on the left-hand side, YouTube's on the right. The easiest way to get my attention is to tag me at Tundra Tactical with your message. So if you want me to see what you're saying, make sure to tag at Tundra Tactical. Do the same thing over on Twitch to just keep it nice and easy. I'm going to try to only respond to people who tag me tonight because they're going to be, well, if it's a good night, there should be quite a few people. Anywho, first segment of the show, diving right in to the Recast Rewind. We go around the horn. We talk a little bit about what we've been watching this week. Now, I'm going to go last, and I'm hoping Steve gets in here before we get to him. So take your time, folks. Yeah, Scotty, hit me with a rewind. Hey, Z-Bop. Scotty, what have you been watching this week, man?
You know what? The only new thing that I watched this week is I watched a little bit more of Secret Invasion.
Ooh.
And it's okay. I guess if you got that Marvel itch, it scratches it maybe, but it's okay. It's nothing special. The thing that I have enjoyed the most is some more Goosebumps. We watched the Goosebumps series, and it's fantastic. It's well made. It's good. It's funny, goofy, good PG-13 level scary stuff, I guess. It's kind of it's like Star Trek for scary things. It's like each week you get this new element that's all worked into the same bit of haunting or whatever you want to call it. The storyline is anthological but it all wraps together. There's all these integrated bits that keep coming back to the main storyline. And so each one has a little bit of a theme to it. Like, this kid's affected by this in this way. Oh, okay, that's a different haunting than this kid had last week or whatever. So
is it okay? Just remind me, because I fired up the first 10 minutes of the first episode today.
Sure.
And I had Ellie with me, and I just thought it's probably still a little too much for Ellie.
Yeah.
So I turned it off, and we went and watched the Lego Star Wars Spooky Tales. Which was super fun, by the way.
That's probably the way to go.
But tell me, so is it anthology? Did we cover that last week? Is it?
Yes, it is and it isn't. It's not separate stories. They are interconnected stories, but you might have the main character will be different each week, basically. Is that all the characters are all the same, but you're getting to see like some of the same events, but from a different angle, from a different perspective of the character, and different. They're having their own little adventure sometimes that goes off, and it's like, okay, well then, but it comes back around because these other people are now involved in the story that we experienced last week. They're like, oh, okay, well we just experienced that last week, and they might be like, okay, well here's what we found on our adventure. We have to help you with your thing. But it's yes, semi anthem. It's not an anthology, but it's actually the anthology. It fixes the anthology problem where it's like, okay, I have to learn all new characters each story. It's not that. You're keeping the same characters, but the guy who was a background character in the first episode is now the main character in the third or whatever.
Okay, so it kind of bounces around a little bit. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
It's the same story from multiple perspectives, it sounds like.
Yeah. But you're also moving
up,
forward through time, too.
Quick little heads up to the panel here tonight, Spicy and Koshi. I haven't told you this yet, but because I'm monitoring 2 chats and it might get a little chat busy in here this evening, we've already got 35 people watching. If I do end up talking over you a lot, I am going to try to get to chat stuff this evening. So if I'm talking over you, just keep going. I'm just reading chat. That's all it is, okay? Great talk.
Easier said than done.
Great talk.
That always happens anyway. So
that's true. That's true. Hey, speaking of which, 14 Morbid says, needed the stream tonight. Wife's car broke down an hour south. Oh, shit. And had to leave work early to get there to fix it. Thank God it was just the 8-year-old battery. Hey, it could be worse then, right? It definitely could be
battery
worse.
went more than 5 years. You did good.
That's solid. That's solid. William Webb, Scotty, for you says, Secret Invasion may scratch that Marvel itch, but I would be afraid watching it would give me crabs.
Yeah, you don't want to scratch that itch too much.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
See your doctor, folks. See your doctor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Recast Podcast, Recast Rewinds, where we're going around the horn talking about the stuff that we've been watching this week. We're going to go on to Spicy here in just a second. I got some spooky music playing in the background for you. Jake B in the YouTube side of things says, oh, Tundra Tactical, I meant to tell you, the museum I volunteer at has the YF-16 that cracked. No way! At Carswell during testing, really. Jake, remind me what museum you work at and how quickly I can get out there to come visit, because I'm absolutely a massive airplane freak and I would love to check it out. The last aircraft museum that I went to was Wings Over the Rockies in Denver, which is top tier. It's one of the S tier places I've ever been. Anywho, Spicy, take us through what you've been watching this week.
So my wife got Paramount Plus, right?
Yes.
And it's first off, it's the horrible one with all the ads. So it's like
bummer.
Ad ridden, and they'll hit you with one at a minute left in an episode.
Yep.
And so you sit through the ad, and then it rolls the credits and gets ready to go to the next one, and you sit through another ad. Oh, it's brutal. But so I decided to watch a movie so that it would do that. And it's Paramount, so they have all the Star Trek movies on there. So I watched Wrath of Khan.
Oh, God.
And then I watched Generations.
So good.
Generations.
Both were good. I mean,
Generations gets shit on.
Generations.
I like it.
I
like it.
Really.
I'm a sucker for them, though.
What I remember from as a kid about Wrath of Khan was the ear bug. That's the part where, as a kid, I was like, "Oh God, this is fucking freaky." Man,
I do like when it crawls out and it's just like, that sucked.
Yeah.
Will in chat goes, God, Emilio. Funny stuff, Will.
So I watched some Star Trek, watched one of the newer the Picard show, some of the episodes of that. I'm not really digging it, to be honest. It's just not satisfying. I don't know. There's just so much character development. It's like a new character and like you're on episode 7 and they're still just happening.
Oh shit. Hey, that aviation museum, Spicy, that I was just talking about from Jakey B in the chat.
Oh yeah,
it's the Fort Worth Aviation Museum in Texas. You should go pay him a visit on behalf of the
that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's
I'm from Grapevine. I've probably been there, to be honest.
The Wasp Museum, which isn't too much further west, is a good one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, no, I think on you, Spicy, for the Picard stuff. Dude, just like do the fast forward thing through all the boring stuff through the first 2 seasons and just go watch the 3rd season. The 3rd season's really the only one.
Bro, I
worth watching.
cannot. I don't know if it's not really on
He's-
principle, but like I
yeah.
can't watch a fucking show.
It's against his
That I-
religion.
Everybody's always like, go watch Clone Wars. Like, can't get through the first season. And you know what? I probably should. I mean, it seems to be that you could probably just like skip every other episode and still keep up with some of it. I don't know.
Probably.
Oh no, yeah, you can just watch the 3rd season and not. There's like nothing in the 3rd season that relies on the first 2. And it's a good season. So I'll be honest. Yeah. They're rough, dude. I watched them and I watched them in slow. Because I was watching it with other people and I'm like sitting here like fast forward. I don't need all this. I don't need it. This is garbage. So yeah, Picard's rough, bro.
Well,
Picard's
there you
very
go. You
rough.
heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Until you get to the later seasons, Picard is rough. Well, you heard that here first a
So-
long ass time ago. But anyway.
Yeah, probably. For real. You guys are always watching stuff when it comes out. So when my wife was here, we were watching this show on Netflix called End of the Fucking World. And it's
Wait,
like
is it literally
abbreviated.
called End of the Fucking World, or is it just
Yeah,
called
but
End of the World?
it's like
and you just
F
said End
dot
of-
dot dot
Gotcha.
ing world.
Okay, I
Um,
haven't heard of this. This is interesting.
It's so I don't like British stuff. Again, it's like
Well, yeah, they
anything,
can
I
keep
guess.
their tea. That's for damn
Well,
sure.
I don't know what it is about British comedy that just does not resonate with my
Too dry.
inner
Too dry
comedy.
for you.
I'm not sure, but
Not enough fart jokes.
this one's not bad. You know,
That's what
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
that big
man.
on fart jokes either, honestly. But it's pretty good. It ends up being kind of like a weird like teen adventure and on a dark
Okay.
note. Like the kid's a serial killer, like pre-serial.
What?
He's like the pre-serial killer kid that
He's serial
killed
killer
a bunch of
adjacent at
animals and this
moment?
and that.
Yeah.
But it's like a dark
Oh.
comedy. So it ends up being this boy and this girl, and they're
Ooh,
both like
cat.
high school age, you know, losing their shit.
Cat, that sounds awesome, dude.
It was pretty funny though. Like,
I'm
as a dark comedy.
intrigued.
It
I'm
was it
intrigued.
came out in 2017, and there's so much out there. It's
Holy shit. I totally forgot. By the way, I'm sorry, Spicy. I just forgot that we dove right into the segment. We've got a ton of people. We've got at least 12 people here that probably have no fucking clue who anybody is on the screen right now. Why don't I be a great
That's true.
host?
We did do YouTube thing.
Why don't I be a great host and introduce everybody really quickly? Then we'll get back to Spicy.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best, to put on the face of a decent quality host. It probably won't stay on for very long. I'll rip that shit off and just be like, fuck
Remember,
it, I'm leaning
folks,
back.
we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
I've never claimed to. I sometimes pretend, but I've never claimed to. Up in your upper left-hand corner, my main co-host and main squeeze. That's not Megan, of course. We got Scotty up here. Scotty represents the Thunder Nation on the live shows. He is also
right.
one of the dudes that runs Precision Holsters out in NorCal. So if you
right.
guys are looking
Yeah,
for
I ain't got
competition
ammo.
holsters, if you're looking for carry holsters, if you're looking for anything cool, as long as it doesn't have a light on it, because Scotty hates lights apparently. Still don't
it's
know
against
why.
his religion.
Still
Fuck
don't
your
know
light,
why.
son.
But
Fuck
hey,
your light.
if you guys are looking for a holster, totally not sponsored. They've never paid me a dime, although they should.
should.
Go check out Precision Holsters and precisionholsters.com. Scotty, say hi to the chat.
Hello, everybody.
Excellent news. Now, you may recognize the man in your upper right-hand corner because he is now an official minor YouTube internet celebrity, as he's been
That's true.
on some videos now on the ARFCOM Reviews channel. But this is Spicy McDouche, a.k.a. Taylor of ARFCOM fame. Taylor, give us just a little brief background about what you do for ARFCOM.
I sit and click all day long. It's exciting.
I mean, you understood the assignment and you filled it to a T. I've got to give you an A. Great job. I was hoping for a little bit more, but you did a great job.
I do camera things and editing things, and
I have seen
all
you
sorts of
shoot
random
competitions,
things.
sir. You run a gun.
I
You
like
run
to
a gun
shoot.
often.
Oh,
Way
Spicy
more
runs
often
a
than
fucking
any of
gun.
us.
If you,
Spicy runs a fucking gun.
I'll tell you this right now. If you think Spicy can run a gun, just wait till you see him run a tourniquet, and then you'll be really impressed.
That's true.
Anywho,
Yeah,
Spicy,
he's looking around for it. He's looking for it. He's like, oh, it's right over there.
Spicy McDouche, aka our good buddy Taylor here, is one of the editors for, the camera guys for, a personality for ARFCOM and the new ARFCOM Reviews channel. So make sure to check out both ARFCOM on YouTube and the brand new ARFCOM Reviews channel. Make sure they get those clicks that they so desperately need. On
And
the
the
new one. Keep
occasional
going.
news.
And yes, exactly. Sometimes he fills in on ARFCOM news. You know it. Andrew sucks.
Like
Let's get a
the
campaign
backup
going.
to the backups.
Let's get a campaign going.
tertiary.
Said replace Andrew with Spicy, and we'll just start chanting it.
Back that thing up.
I'm kidding. We love Andrew.
I don't know.
too.
There were a few comments that were pretty roasting. But I kind of expect that. Everybody
you know.
likes Andrew or hates Andrew. So most of our loyal viewers were gentle.
That's
should
good.
say.
That's good. That's good. Hey, here in the bottom
You did a good
right-hand corner of your screen, this is where it gets interesting because in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, we have one of the angriest individuals on the planet. This man is responsible for every YouTube comment we've pretty much ever gotten in the last, I don't know, 2 years, year and a half, 2 years.
2 years.
He is a writer for the Tundra Nation, one of the two main writers of the Tundra Nation. And if you've ever sat there and just gone, damn, that hurt. Hello. There we go. If you've ever gone, damn, that one really hurt, it's probably because Uncle Cushion wrote it. Uncle Cushion, wave to the camera. Tell us what you do.
I sit here and I click on keyboard more than mouse and write stuff.
These guys are ridiculous. They're not giving me what I'm looking for. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to find
no,
new writers.
I write about 50% of the content for the Tundra Tactical videos. I do absolutely no prep work when it comes to recast podcasts and actively watching
You just
stuff,
show up and hang
usually.
out.
Yeah, I show up and hang out. I did watch a little bit of something this week, but not much.
This is like your vacation day. Once the kids
kind
go
of,
to
yeah.
bed, of course.
What
Yeah.
a new
And,
uninstall.
I participate in the Saturday live streams
Nice.
and I watch the comments and make fun of people in the comments.
Jake B is asking in chat, do I have Uncle Cushion to blame for the Denton County jokes? And interestingly enough, no, you do not.
No, but I've put it in a
You
couple
wrote
of times,
them.
but I was
You
not
wrote
the
a few.
originator.
But yeah, you didn't write it. You didn't write it.
Yeah.
Or originally,
not
you didn't
originally.
create it. That is our other writer who hopefully will be showing up here relatively soon. And then, of course, there's myself here in the bottom left-hand corner. That one right there. There's normally a wild guy named 14 Hours to Steve that wears very bright clothing, interesting stuff, and is the other writer for the channel who did actually originate the Denton County bit. And no, it's actually not Eric. Eric does not write for the channel anymore. For now, I'm in talks with him right now to try to get another script out of him, and that's not due to anything that went wrong. It's just he got super busy when he got back from Djibouti, and we've just been kind of biding our time till he gets some more
that'd be so nice.
free stuff.
But
Anyways,
basically, he's been suffering dealing with me until Eric can come back.
pretty much. No, I'm kidding. All right, well, let's move on. Spicy, did you have anything else that you wanted to cover on your rewind today, buddy?
There was some random shit I can't honestly remember. So no.
That is a great talk. Should we move on to
Yeah.
Cushion?
Go ahead.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's going to be short, but let's go.
Hey, all right. Well, I was hoping Steve would be here for this one. I'm kind of relying on him, but I guess not. He got delayed and circumstances are fighting against me. Cushy, take it away. What have you been watching this week, man?
So the YouTube algorithm got me with some shorts, and I've started to rewatch Peaky Blinders.
Oh.
Partially because I don't remember the first few seasons because I was drunk most of the time during that.
Oh yeah, you
So-
have to have some liquor, like at least sitting next to you. Like even
Yeah,
if you don't
but
drink
no,
it, you have to have some.
I was watching it right after my ex left when I was
Yeah, that
drinking like a half a
that
bottle of
was
scotch
bad.
a night.
That was not. That was like me level drinking, Cushion. That's not good for anybody.
Yeah, so I don't remember a lot about the first few seasons other than it was good enough for me to continue watching all the way through.
Sure.
So I
haven't
got
watched
first
the
few
latest.
episodes in.
Yeah, I haven't watched the latest one. I have one. It feels like one of those things. It's like you got to be in the like ready for. Like you can't just.
It is not a happy show most of the time.
Yeah,
No.
you got to prepare your soul a little bit for it. And with it, like I said, you got to have that liquor ready. 'Cause you're
yeah,
gonna want-
like I said, it's just not a happy. There's not a whole lot. There are some, but there is not a whole lot of feel good moments from that.
Well, the feel goods are like, yes, man, we
Exactly.
Yeah.
fight, kill you. Yeah.
Ah,
They're-
yes.
It's not
What's
a getting your significant other to watch it with you is it can be difficult at times
You
because
know,
they're
honestly,
like,
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but also it's a compelling enough story. It has enough for kind of both sides of the.
no, and true, and some
the-
very
it-
good looking
it's doable.
people.
It's
so,
doable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it can be
So,
difficult.
And can I just say that Sam Neill's character in the first 2 seasons is like one of the most easily hateable characters
Oh, yeah.
of all time.
he's just Sam Neill. He's
Yeah.
great. at
I mean,
everything
he's
he
just
does.
like this straight up like Puritan trash piece of garbage that should just be erased from the face of the earth.
That didn't even serve his own country.
Fucking nerd.
Loser. Fucking
Yeah.
loser.
Oh, well, it's a complex character. They build it out well enough.
It is.
Yeah.
He's a walking hypocrite. And you literally just want to grab his dick and twist it. That's all you want to do the entire time you see him on screen. It's just like, if I had the ability to physically separate your testiculars from your body, I would. I don't know if
not what I
anybody
go
else
with,
feels that
but-
way, but I do.
It's
Yeah, that's an
amazing.
interesting perspective.
Grab his dick and twist it, dude.
Spice is like, I'd use a
The old
tourniquet.
dick twist.
It's effective. It's an effective move.
Yes. So,
Strap
and I
a
do
rat.
plan this weekend on watching 31. I've been
I'm
meaning to
wondering-
watch it, but it's on Amazon right now.
We should,
We
Scotty,
should do a watch party.
I was just gonna say
Absolutely.
we should do a watch party for 31 because I would really like to watch it as well. It's one of my favorite movies.
I
for
haven't
this time
seen
of
it.
Time of the year, and I was just gonna ask if you've seen it, Scott.
I have not. No.
All right, Koshi, when you want to watch it, let us know. And if it's late enough, if it's late at night like this time, then we totally should do a watch party, and it'd be a ton. Like Scotty and I did watch parties for the entire first 2 seasons of Chucky, and it
I
was
know.
hilariously fun.
It is a lot of fun to watch with your friends.
J-Box
Possibly tomorrow.
says, I know you hate bullpups, but I just added a Tavor SAR to my collection. I was tired of people taking people shooting, and they'll call it an AR. They'll call an AR a bullpup. What? You need to educate these fools. You need to educate these fools, man. Come on, tell them what a bullpup actually is. Chat, define the bullpup, so I know that you're not an idiot. All right. For me,
And Tavors are like the few acceptable bullpups.
ooh,
By
Tucker
the way,
and Dale versus Evil watch party. That could be fun to do as well.
That's a fantastic one.
Hey, thank you, F Movies, for being available and not having digital copyright protection on your
Johnny
stuff.
Depp. Johnny Depp. We call it Johnny Depp.
Oh, excuse me, Johnny Depp. Thank you. Anyways, I was hoping for Steve to be here for this one because he's the only member that was present on the screen at the Great Tundra Nation get-together that happened last week, which the live streams ended up, like the group live streams ended up being a shit show, but the actual overall weekend was a complete success. And we did watch a couple of spooky movies. We did watch a little bit of other stuff throughout the week there, throughout the 4 days that everyone was around. But I am excited to say that I have introduced Steve finally to Trick or Treat. One of my favorite Halloween movies of all time. The mascot, Sam, is sitting right behind me right there. That's my Halloween costume this year. I absolutely adore the movie Trick or Treat, although it's probably not my favorite Halloween movie of all time. Even though it is
It's a must watch.
Oh, it is a must watch. The two anthology series that I have to get every year in because they are just the perfect representations of like Halloween and the spooky theme is Trick or Treat and a lesser known but also equally as good movie called Tales from Halloween.
That one's good too. Yeah.
So those are the two
like
movies
them
that I have to
both.
watch.
I like Trick or Treat a little bit better, but
Of course,
they're
of
both
course.
very good.
But unfortunately, we didn't have the time to watch Tales from Halloween just because we were super busy, and just didn't get to it. But like,
Well, I could speak for Steve a little bit on this because
Sure.
he actually messaged me pretty. He was like, "Hey, Scott, I watched Trick or Treat.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you and Tyler had talked to me about this so much, and I was like, oh no, he's
He
about to
hated
shit
it.
on it.
He fucking hated it.
He's like, he's gonna shit all over. He's like, you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, he did.
He thoroughly
We
enjoyed
got him
it.
to enjoy it, chat. Let's go.
He said, I really did actually
Woo!
enjoy it. You know, and I said,
That's
good.
a win right there.
I was very surprised. I was like, okay. And that was actually my attitude. I was like, all right,
You know what's
don't
really
shit on
funny?
it too hard because I really liked it.
I need to
And
go
then-
watch this thing.
Oh, it's great, dude. Spicy, you absolutely need to. It's not a like a horror movie in the traditional sense. You could sit down like a 13-year-old kid and watch this, and they wouldn't be
Yeah.
scared. It's
it's
just
perfect actually for like that 13 to like 17.
yeah,
age
13
group.
to like 13 to 18. You know, like you're into your teens and then out of it. But oh shit, what was I going with this? Fuck, I totally lost my train of thought. Totally lost my train of thought. God damn it. ADHD.
No,
Fuck you.
It's essentially, I think he said
Dude,
it's not something
Jake
he would
B,
like go
Halloween
out.
Town is a banging movie. Fuck you, nerd. Don't ever make fun of Halloween Town. That movie wails.
Yeah, I think Steven basically had said it's not something he would have sought out and watched, but because
Jake.
we loved it, he was like, all right, it was something I had to watch, and he was like, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. So, it's not his style, that's for sure, but it's
Sure. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So I've got a great story. So Steve, I found out, is actually a woman.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? He sits down to pee?
Maybe. But the reason that I cannot confirm, but the reason I can confirm that Steve is actually a woman is because the second, I mean, not even 3 minutes into the movie, he was already asleep.
Oh,
He fell right, and he'd be sitting there, and it's hilarious. He'll have like half a conversation, and then you'll just hear,
Yeah.
and then he'll wake up and he'll continue the conversation right from where he left off.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes later.
I don't know how Steve was never in the military.
Oh
like,
my
that's
god,
a military
it was
thing.
So
Be like,
funny. It was like I was a little
And
bummed.
then-
I was a little bummed that he kind of like started snoozing, but at the same time, it was just like I can't wait to see where he picks up the conversation on this one because it was like seamless. Like he would just he'd fall asleep like mid sentence and then pick it up in the perfect order.
Yeah. That's a businessman military mind right
Dude,
there.
he was ready to play. He was ready. We wore him out. We wore Mr.
Yeah.
Steve out. But I do have to say a big thanks to Steve and all the help that he gave in terms of transporting Roger, getting him out of here because I would have had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to drive Roger to the airport, and Steve volunteered to do it for me. So I'm not
Yeah,
really
Tyler-
gonna complain.
He wasn't going to do that for me. I had to get an Uber.
Oh yeah, fuck no. I said nah, dude.
Tyler fucking Ubered me to the Dallas airport too. He's like, nah, no one getting up that fucking early.
Hey,
Yeah, he's like,
at least,
yeah,
at
get a,
least
get
for
a
you,
fucking
Cushion,
Uber.
I paid for your Uber.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
So you can't say I never did nothing for you.
No, I did say you got me. an
Hello,
Uber.
Jim. What's that?
I did say you got me a new.
Oh, okay. Want to
Yeah.
make that abundantly clear. I'm not that
No,
much of an
I
asshole.
wasn't saying I paid for it.
Had I asked Meg, I bet she probably would have done it. But I
She
didn't
probably
wanna
would
bother
have,
her.
but at the same
Yeah.
time, she probably
I'm
would have
like-
been like, Tyler, can you tell him to say go fuck yourself?
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's fine. I left super early that first time. And
Wow,
I was
it
like, I
looks
learned
like-
my lesson.
Man, Stevie's getting real delayed. He made it sound like it was going to be like a 10-minute delay,
Oh
but
no!
he is not here. Not here. So I say we just continue on.
Yeah.
All right. So the Great Tundra Nation get together, first of all, was a massive success for all the YouTube folks that are tuning in that didn't get to see the Great Tundra Nation get together. Once a year on the third weekend of October, I invite all of my closest friends that I have met through the chats, through the YouTube channel,
Right.
through the Twitch chat, people that I've developed a relationship with and I know won't murder me. I invite them over to my house for usually a weekend, but the invitation is open for 7 total days. So if you want to show up for 7 straight days, you can stay at my
That's me.
house for 7 days.
I'm there for like at least 6 days
And we
usually.
appreciate you for it, Scott. But it was a fantastic success. We had an
Oh, yeah.
awesome time. Lots of great streams.
Great
Big
success.
great success. Big shout out to my dude for holding down the streams for us while Stevie and I were trying to figure everything out. We do haunted houses. We do everything, man. It was so much fun. By the way, Scotty, we did the same haunted house we did last year. And Steve Was hilarious.
Don't go. I'm still
Hilarious.
depressed I couldn't make it.
That's all right.
Unfortunately, I
For
came
next
down with
year, man. For next
the
year.
coof and a bit of pneumonia, so I did have to back out this year, unfortunately. But
It's all right.
man,
The worst part about you backing out was it was like the last minute thing too. Like
because it was like Monday.
Yeah.
It was like I'm
Yes.
supposed to be there in 2 days, and
Carolinian Cowboy defines it very succinctly in the Twitch chat. He says, if you missed it, we spent a few days attempting to murder my dude. And that is absolutely correct.
That's true. Yeah, he played
Absolutely
Summer
correct.
58. He played a bunch of stuff, and you guys jump scared the hell out of me.
I
It
think
was
we
awesome.
have on the Twitch clips, I think we have 17 confirmed heart attacks from my dude. Jake, we were at Screamtown here in the Twin Cities. Or in
My dude
Chaska.
held down that chat very well, and he was a great sport, and it was
He
a good
did
time.
a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Make sure to check out mydude_AZ over on Twitch. But while we were all together, we had the chance to sit down and watch a couple of movies. Well, actually, we watched like, if you can believe this, Scott, we actually really only watched one movie, which was Trick or Treat.
Sure.
And we watched something not even close to being related to Halloween, but Roger hadn't seen it ever, and he was a little curious, so I put on to educate him on the Great White North and the experience and the culture up here. I put on Shoresy, and I had him watch Shoresy with me, and he absolutely loved it. And all I can say is the next time you see my dude and you go into his chat, just type in chat, just go, "Shit fucker."
Yeah,
Or call him Ted Hitchcock.
And I was telling Tyler before, I was like, I've watched Shoresy, but it was been so long, and I kind of watched it like while I was at work. I need to sit down and watch it again because you got to stay tuned for trailers.
Yes, you do.
We'll get into the next Shoresy bit, but yeah, Shoresy, what a good show!
So
what a good show!
I do want to say just a quick little thank you to all of the Twitch chat specifically because we didn't multicasted this. At this point, but to the Twitch chat, thank you guys for making my dude's time here on the stream and my time here on the stream as awesome as it was this past weekend. We had so much fun. I'm already counting down the days until next year where we do it again. Shit, I mean, at this point with how successful it is, I might start doing it twice a year and we'll just have to come up with a new theme. We'll see. We will see.
I still think we need to do something at for the next, not Gun Con, but Gunstock.
Oh, you're talking about
Gunstock.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Gunstock.
That's gonna
I
happen.
think we need a big event for that. We need it. We'll nail down the details on that, but because Gunstock was amazing,
Yes,
and
it was.
I'm sad I did not go for that, and I need to.
Well, we
next
missed
year.
you too. But outside of that, that was pretty much all we watched for the Great Tender Nation get together. It was a bit of a shorter grab than last year, obviously, because Scotty, you weren't here. Scotty usually stays for about a week when he's here, so we have a lot more time to watch movies and get things ready to report
Do some
on
weird
for you.
stuff.
Exactly. So this year, pretty light, and that's all I watch. I will say one thing though. In preparation for tonight's show, I did watch a fantastic Halloween-themed, not really a movie, but more of a special. It's on Disney Plus, and it's The Muppets Haunted Mansion.
Oh,
And it
that's
was
a good one.
phenomenal. I mean, I would give it
It's
a
like-
solid
it's-
8.5 to a soft 9 out of 10. It was so good.
Yeah, it's because it's Gonzo and
Gonzo and Pepe.
Pepe. Like it's centric on those two characters.
Okay,
as
did something,
yeah.
by the way, in Muppets canon, did something happen to Rizzo? Like why? Like I was wondering the entire time because on all these specials, it's always Gonzo and Rizzo doing the narrating,
True, usually, yeah.
but now it's Gonzo and Pepe. So I don't know. Maybe something happened with Rizzo contractually.
Yeah, that might be like some kind of trademark thing or something. Who knows?
Rizzo get canceled?
Maybe
Rizzo
Very well,
got
maybe.
canceled for saying something. if you see some of the stuff that Miss Piggy said, like Frank Oz
Oh,
will say
yeah.
some fucked up shit. I don't know how Frank Oz was never canceled.
because he operated behind puppets the entire time.
Well, that does help.
Jake B in the YouTube chat says St. Patty's Day and just watch Boondock Saints and The Leprechaun. Lol.
Okay.
That might be a good one to add to the list. I love The Leprechaun. It's one of my favorite movies.
It's still cold up there, though. No.
It's always cold up here until it's not, and then it's just kind of hot.
The 2 times I've come, it's been pretty nice.
Yeah. You
It has
bring the
been
nice
very
weather
nice.
with you.
Yeah.
I go in the summer.
That's why. Yeah, you are moving. You're like the reverse snowbird, essentially.
You know,
From Florida.
I only go to places while it's still warm. If once
Yeah.
it gets cold, it's like, no, I'm going back to where it's hot.
I'll go back to Florida. Fuck you.
Rizzo identifies as Pepe now. So yeah, that was pretty much it for me and Steve and the rest of the crew this week. It was Shorzy and Trick or Treat. We obviously had to get at least one Halloween movie in there for you guys, and we did. We got Trick or Treat in. Absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10 S tier movie. I absolutely love it. It's one of my guaranteed watches. And that kind of leads us in a perfect segue into the meat and potatoes of tonight's show. I would love to once again go around the horn, not necessarily in any particular order, but as much as we'd like to talk about them, our favorite Halloween movies. Now, generally speaking, when I say this, let me define it. They don't necessarily have to be horror movies. They just
Right.
have to be movies that you like to watch around this time of the year. There are certain movies that invoke that fall feeling really, really well that aren't Halloween or horror movies, and that'll be okay during this. But I would like to kind of keep it in the horror movie genre, if at all possible. But with that said, Scotty, do you have something that you would like for us to discuss this evening for your favorite Halloween movie?
It's changed over the years, but like, and I kind of was going like the horror theme is more important than like what I would watch for Halloween, because I feel like Halloween, I'm a little bit more in your camp where I'm like, I want it to be Halloween themed.
Yes, exactly.
But for my horror films, scary quote unquote films, it's changed over the years, right? Like you go through stages in your life where it changes.
Why don't you, just for the sake of burning time here, why don't you take us through that evolution? Like,
Right.
okay, take us back to Kid Scotty, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Your
yeah.
first
Yeah.
horror
Exactly.
movie.
I got notes. I wrote notes down and everything. Yeah.
What a
So
guy.
like the first movie where I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested in a scary movie. Oh, this is interesting. I could be down for this. Gremlins.
Oh, dude, 100%. It's more of a Christmas movie than anything, but still.
It's it's the holiday thing, but it's that horror element of it. It's got some gruesomeness to it for a young kid. Was like,
at its base, it's a creature feature.
It's a creature feature, yes. So I was like, all right, I can get into this. Some of these things might be kind of fun, and that introduced me to like tip my toes into other things, like other creature features for sure, and being like, okay, I want to go watch this and that, and it was like, it was always something that you could show to a girlfriend or
Exactly.
like, the family or whatever. It was always like, okay, this has some horror elements to it, but it's got fun to it. It's also like, hey, our family's kooky and weird, and
I submit
everybody can
actually,
enjoy Gremlins in a certain fashion, even though it's a horror film is a little bit, it's more of a creature feature, but
it's that, and it's honestly more of a comedy than anything else in a lot.
that's
Especially,
essentially, yes,
especially Gremlins 2, but that's more of a New Year's movie. I
That's
submit to you,
very
Scott,
meta. Yeah,
I submit to you as a rebuttal about a Halloween movie. Now, I'm not gonna argue individual taste here, but I will submit for the sake of clarifying, I would say that it's almost more of like a Thanksgiving movie, and the reason why is Confid Yank, I believe, says Gremlins gets me in the mood for Christmas from Halloween. So you watch it right around the
perfect
Thanksgiving.
transition.
Exactly. You watch it right around like you get a little bit of love from Halloween. You get that little bit of like, I don't want to let it go, but maybe it's
The holiday
time.
spirit is
It's
there.
the transition movie. It's the transition movie that gets me from Halloween out of the Halloween mode and now into Christmas mode.
Right.
I like it. I like it. It's a good take.
And the next one flows kind of right into the same area where it's not that summer or Halloween thing, but it was because of my young filmmaker heart. I loved certain things, and the next movie, The Thing, just
Oh, you're talking about creature features. Holy shit.
it spoke to me. It spoke to me in so many different ways, being like, the first time I watched it, I didn't watch it with the filmmaker aspect, being like,
Sure.
this is terrifying and all these things. And then it was like, and I did not want to watch it again. I was like, that was too much. I am so scared of this film. and then it was like, and you start watching other movies, and it's like, God, that the Thing did it better. The Thing did it better. And so you would keep going back to it, and you would watch it again and again and again and again. The Thing, just a masterpiece of work. I still think Clive Barker's best film he ever did. And then Alien came out, not Aliens, sorry. Alien came out, and that was the next step. And that was practical effects. It's a little bit more adult. You're diving into stuff. You get, Sigourney Weaver in the tiny panties. You're really confused. I'm scared, but I got a boner, and that kind of stuff is kind of working into things. And see, that just
the confusing ones are the worst.
the confusing ones.
Right?
Yeah,
They'll get you, man. They'll fuck you up for life. You'll need a therapist.
And then I finally landed on, I think, and it still is so like it still holds up. It was a little bit later, it was actually in the 90s. Event Horizon.
Oh, let's go.
I think still holds the top spot as the movie that scared me the most. Still scares me. I still can watch that.
Dude.
I can watch it all the time. Sam Neill,
It's a great one. I might actually watch that tonight after the show.
Larry Fishburne, a whole bunch. Isaac Hayes. Not Isaac Hayes. Isaac. What's his name? I can't remember. Anyway,
Jason Isaacs.
Jason Isaac. There you go. I had his name backwards. And just that movie. It gives me chills watching that movie. And I don't. Hardly anything's topped it. There's other stuff I love and I'm interested in, I enjoy, but for my top, the thing that nothing has broken that mold of me just being like, oh, I can't watch this anymore, but I want to. Event Horizon was it for me, man.
Excellent news. It's a very very, very good start to this list. Event Horizon is a fantastic sci-fi thriller / horror movie. Starts off more as a thriller, ends off more as a kind of almost like a little bit of a Dead Space horror type of vibe.
A little bit Hellraiser-ish.
Yeah, Hellraiser-ish.
Kind of thing.
Yep,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah. Something otherworldly in space.
Sci-fi, which I love sci-fi. So yeah, all the elements that spoke to me were in that.
You
movie.
absolutely nailed it with the all-star cast with Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Neill, Jason Isaacs. I mean, there's just a lot of talent in that movie to begin with. Didn't get the recognition and credit that it deserved at the box office, but it became a cult hit and has lived on through shows like these. So well done. Not to say that we have anything to do with it. We're a shit show. Spicy. Now, we discussed this last weekend. You are not, and I repeat, you are not a horror aficionado. That is not your cup of tea. It's not your grab bag. But do you have anything that you want to add to this list?
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Scott already
What a
got
guy.
2 of them. But, that's like the game we play on Saturday. It happens sometimes. So Event Horizon was one of those movies as a kid I loved. Definitely like good sci-fi thriller.
Mhm.
Alien as well. I love sci-fi stuff. So Alien was one of those ones I watched as a kid and was too young to watch that originally the first time and was freaked the fuck out.
I don't think I made it through it the first time. I think I watched Alien closer to watching Event Horizon, really. Like I did watch it first, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was not prepared for like face huggers or anything like that nature as a kid. You know what I mean? And I remember having nightmares about the chest burster the first time I watched
John Hurt, just like, oh, I got indigestion.
it. Right?
Yeah,
And,
that's some severe indigestion.
What
that
else?
That was a solid one. So we talked about it
I was
last
gonna
week.
I was gonna make a joke about your aversion to cunnilingus after that movie, which I think all males probably had, but I'll leave it. I'll leave it be.
Good Lord.
Spicy
Anyway.
doesn't know how to recover
Spicy-
from
I was
that.
like-
you just broke
Spicy
Spicy's
didn't know how to
brain.
recover from that.
Where's that Windows restart noise?
Spicy.exe
So I talked about Children of the Corn last
has stopped working.
reboot.
Yep.
We talked about Children of the Corn last week. That's
Oh
one of those
yes.
movies
Fuck, I still have to go.
that
I still have to
same
watch
thing as a
that.
kid was just like that first opening diner scene or whatever. Like, oh my god, what am I watching? And that was one of the ones that always stuck out with me.
Oh yeah.
The ending stuck out to me. I was a little bored with the movie a little bit, but
Yeah, for real though, there's a
the
lot
ending
in
is
the
good.
middle that is not. I think it's really just because that memory is like burned into my brain.
Sure.
You know, formative minds and before some things happen to it.
kids are scary. Kids are
Dude,
scary.
they will fuck you up if allowed to, all right?
So you're talking
Lord
about
of
movies.
the Flies.
Movies. Oh, exactly. The movies that you watch around Halloween or during
Yeah.
like, the spooky season. So I always loved Lost Boys as a kid,
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a classic,
And-
man.
and I don't know if
Yeah.
it's like Halloween themed. I remember they're at the carnival or
Yeah.
whatever, and that's usually when
It's teenage themed is what
Yeah.
it is.
Sure.
It like hits like a certain age group very solidly, and then it's like, all right, I'm kind of over it. But
Yeah.
good memories. Good, very good memories.
Yeah, I
of
haven't
that.
watched it in fucking an age. It
It's
seems
been a while
like.
for me too.
I don't
Yeah.
even know if how well it stood up. Where's Steve? That's his thing, right?
Might have to do a watch party and review it.
Nostalgia,
And,
nostalgia
Jake,
crew.
you are correct, by the way. Jake, by the way, is killing it in the YouTube chat right now.
Oh yeah, I wish
He,
I could see
he
it.
says the mist
Oh.
ending was majorly fucked
Yeah.
up, and it was.
That's a top. It's an S tier movie. It's an S tier movie for like a B movie budget.
Yeah,
it's
It's
made
mostly
very-
an S tier movie because of that ending, because of how
Yeah.
fucked up it is, and how much you're like,
What?
oh shit.
Yeah.
That's about an accurate representation of my reaction to the ending of that movie.
Yeah.
Later, Swamp Dog.
My mom was
Later, bud.
really mad at me that I made her watch that movie.
Dude, that's not a feel good movie at the end.
No.
It does not make you feel good.
I had never seen it, and I was like, let's go watch this Mist movie. It's
Love
pretty
doesn't
good.
conquer all.
Yeah, it was rough. It's a rough ending.
Cushy, you're up next, man. Okay, so we're getting into we call this guy in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. We call him Rasputin for a reason. Number one, he's literally immortal. Number two, he looks this way.
He looks like him. He
He
looks
is-
like Rasputin.
He is the meme. Like when you have to advise the Romanovs, but you got to be on a Tundra Tactical stream at 9 o'clock. This is how you.
Rah
this is how you
rah
work.
Rasputin.
Exactly. So I'm expecting some good stuff from you. RTT Guns and Gear, by the way, showing up in the YouTube chat, saying the first Halloween, still a good movie and still one of the scary
Yeah.
movie greats. Agreed completely. But I was just trying to set up our boy Rasputin, old Raspy here, aka Uncle
Yeah.
Cushion, in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. What do you got for us? I want to deep dive some horror movies with you. Go ahead.
Okay, so I got one that's definitely considered a horror movie, but you wouldn't think of it as like a traditional horror movie. But it's one
Okay.
of my favorite movies of all time, The Devil's Rejects.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Devil's
could-
Rejects
you
is
really,
so
like-
fucking good.
All right, Kush, with that one, you could really classify almost more as like a slasher / thriller than a
Yeah.
horror movie. But if it's a slasher, then it's kind of lumped into that horror movie genre anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, such
House of
a
a
good
Thousand
movie.
Corpses, I think you could say, is a straight horror, right?
Now-
I mean, yeah,
Mm,
absolutely.
I'd still more go. I still
That's-
go more.
That's like
in-
a blend of like creature feature / slasher.
Yes. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
So with the advent of the Rob Zombie series of movies that have come out, most specifically House of a Thousand Corpses and the subsequent movies all the way up to 3 from Hell, I will submit that in our generation, i.e., you know, the Gen Millennial Z X whatever we're considered here collectively as a group,
Yeah.
because there's some wide age gaps, but well, not super big, but you know,
35 plus. I
yeah,
don't
35 plus, call it 35 plus. I will say that Captain Spaulding is one of the best characters ever introduced into the genre in existence. I mean, it's S tier. The actor,
Yeah.
I can't remember, unfortunately passed away. I can't remember his name. Cushy?
Oh,
help
Sid something.
Sid something, you're right. So fucking good, man. If you're fans of horror and you haven't seen any of the zombie
Sid
movies,
Haig.
Sid Haig, thank you. That
I can
feature
only
Captain
think
Spaulding.
Sid Shattuck, which is from The Nice Guys. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like-
No, it's not that.
So good, so good. By the way, another great movie. Another great movie, Scotty, but not Halloween themed. Yeah. All right. What else you got for us, Kush?
This one I feel like is the quintessential Halloween movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
This story goes back longer than any other movie we've mentioned.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you random members of the cast here.
Dude,
I'm gonna
okay.
see if you can guess it.
Before you do
Okay.
that, I've just got to do this. RTT, I know you're a gun guy, and I know a lot of the YouTube folks tune in for guns. We're talking movies right now, but RTT seems to know his shit.
Yeah, it does seem that. What's the matter, kid? Don't you like clowns?
Do you want to join us one of these weeks, RTT? Do you want
We
to join
should
us
get
one of these
him
weeks
on.
for
He has- Yeah.
for a recast podcast? I feel like you'd do well here, buddy. I'd be happy to have you on. I'd be happy to have
Okay.
you on. Go ahead, Kush.
So check out this cast. This is random. These are not in a specific order.
Okay.
Other than this is how I want to put them in this order. But these are all cast members from this movie. Sir Christopher Lee,
Okay.
Okay.
Ian
All right.
McDermott,
Yeah, I know you. Okay.
Michael Gambon,
Mhm.
Wow.
Christopher Walken,
Wow.
Johnny Depp,
What?
Christina Ricci.
It's all of the greats for like horror movie
Yeah.
stuff.
Sleepy Hollow.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Dude, it is
Sleepy
so
Hollow?
good.
So good.
It's so good.
Such a good movie.
And especially for you too, being from the Northeast, like
Yeah.
New England area, because I mean, isn't it supposed to take place in like New York?
Yeah, New York. Sleepy Hollow, New York.
Yeah. So, dude, so good. Absolutely not necessarily straight up Halloween themed, but it gives off that Halloween vibe.
Casper Van Dien.
Yep,
you
exactly,
got,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so many people.
I forgot about that because the Starship Troopers guy.
Yeah, you've got the Ferris Bueller principal in it. You got a ton.
Yeah.
There's so many.
There's a
people.
lot of people I didn't even mention, bro. I was like that to list those names right there is like just a crazy
yeah.
cast in itself.
100%.
Yeah.
That's a great pick. Honestly, Kush, you might have the winner pick right now. For me,
Nobody said Johnny Depp either. So yeah, yeah, the main character.
No, I said
Um,
that towards the end. That's why I
Oh,
did.
sorry,
it.
my bad. I missed
I
it.
went with like the really big, like legendary names. as
Christopher
I
Lee.
worked
That's
up
all
to
you
the
need.
younger. Yep.
Christopher Lee's in it. I'm watching it.
so for me, I have two of them. They both are definitely the B-rated horror series, like B-movie
Okay.
horror, or Halloween movies, more specifically. One's really like more trying to be a horror movie, and one is trying to be more of a Halloween movie. But they both take place on or around Halloween, and they both involve haunted houses, and they are both my favorite Halloween movies to watch as an adult male who just loves creepy shit. Right? The first one that takes place on Halloween, but is more of a horror movie, is a movie called Hell House LLC.
It's so good.
It's a haunted house movie. It's about a group of early 30 somethings, late 20 somethings, early 30 somethings that band together, put all their money together, and they buy this haunted motel or like a B&B, like a really big B&B
To run a haunted house in.
And this also takes place in New England, or well, like upstate New York. Which, by the way, I guess I don't know. Is that really,
Was it?
Is that still? Yeah, I think it is. I think it takes place.
Or was
in
it
upstate.
Ohio?
Maybe. Oh, I could have sworn it was New York, but maybe not.
It can't be Ohio. Ohio's not a real place.
Yeah, it's a government conspiracy. Anyways, it's fantastic. It is creepy as hell. It just sets the atmosphere so good. The payoff, not the greatest thing in the world. But,
It does fade out a little bit. But
well, the ending is solid, but the actual payoff of what actually happens, you can kind of see it coming a mile away. But if you let that go and you just sit there and try to enjoy the movie as a kind of a creepier, spookier movie, solid.
Totally
It's 100% solid.
Yeah.
I know you and I have watched it before, Scotty.
That's
Sorry, I
fair.
cut out there for a second. I know that you and I have watched it before. I don't think that anybody else here has been part of the get together, so they haven't seen it, probably. But the all-time favorite Halloween movie for me, it's not even close. It's almost a guilty pleasure at this point, because I know that there are a lot of detractors for this movie. I know that there are a lot of people who genuinely dislike this movie, but I think it so perfectly encompasses the spirit of Halloween that it is a must watch. It's a movie about kind of that same age group, the late 20 somethings, early 30 somethings. They grab an RV and they tour the country searching for the most extreme
This is what I was
haunted
what
house.
my
okay.
guess. The Blue Skull Society.
Yep. They
or
go
whatever it's
they go
called.
around the country searching for the most extreme haunted house that they can find. And the best part about this is, in the filming of the movie, they pick real haunted houses, like haunted attractions that are open during the month of October, to go to, and they filmed them. And one of them happens to be a haunted house that I consider to be one of probably my second favorite in the state of Minnesota. They do visit the Dead End Hayride, which I've been to all of 7 times now, and I absolutely adore. It's a full contact haunted house, meaning they can touch you, they can grab you, they can throw you around, mess you up, not like punch you or anything like that, but it's a little bit more physical.
It's not the extreme ones, but it's definitely.
I will tell you this: I have lost beard hair in that haunted house because of people grabbing my beard and leading me along in different directions.
Yeah, that would be not happening.
Yeah. It's only for certain people. The name of this movie is The Houses October Built. It is, I mean, in the title, it is telling you word for word that this is a haunted house movie that takes place around the month of October. It is delightfully creepy. It is also delightfully cheesy. It never gets to the point where it becomes scary, but the creepifying factor throughout the entire part of the movie, or the entire runtime of the movie, is phenomenal. The suspense element to it, or the build to the creepy factor of it, is one of the better ones that I've ever seen. It's S tier in my opinion, and it is 100% the movie that I have to watch every year.
It is fantastic.
If
I
I can,
realized who that is in the chat.
who's that?
Sandman762.
Who's that?
That's our good buddy Mike.
Is that Mikey? You
Yeah.
motherfucker! What's up,
Yo,
Mikey?
motherfuckers.
You gotta get a camera, man. You gotta get a camera and a mic, and you can be on the show with us. I've officially sent the invite out, saying
Missouri
to
State
Mike.
Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, dude,
Well,
we should go to
the
Missouri.
house that
yes.
October built.
Hold on. Closed circuit to Mikey here. Sandman762. I'm down, dude. I am down. Yeah, it's called it's called The Houses October Built.
I think
The
it's just,
Houses
is it-
October Built.
Is it houses or house?
I believe the official title is now that it used to be The House October Built.
Okay.
But I do believe there was some copyright stuff associated with that, so now it's called The Houses October Built, and then there's The Houses October Built 2 and 3. 2 is okay. And
yeah,
I'll
we
be
watched
honest,
2. 2 was watchable.
Yeah,
it was fine.
watchable. Let me look this
I
up.
don't think we watched
officially.
3 though,
Let me look this up to see.
because
Okay.
they had some, they had success and production issues for the second one.
He's got a cam and a mic. Send him the invite.
Dude, Mikey, you want to hop on tonight? I never got the message back. I texted you earlier. Oh shit, I do have a text message. Oh no, it's not. It's not from him.
Okay.
Because the first message he sent when he jumped in, his opening message was, "Oh, I see a spot I can fill
Yeah,
in the corner."
Mikey,
Oh,
do you
we
want
missed
in? Do you want in for this? I'll send you. I just here, 762. Let me get this. All right, Mikey, give me a second here. Are you part of the Discord, Mike?
Probably not. We'll have to send him a Discord invite.
All right, I gotta do this.
I'll send him an invite.
I got him. Yeah, send him the invite to the Discord. We're essentially proceeding as if he said yes already when he hasn't. Okay, he has
He
said
said
yes.
sure.
Good. What's a good goofy scary movie? I would actually say this: the houses that October built. It never really becomes scary. It's a ton of fun. But for goofy,
I can't send him a thing.
you can't send him a Discord invite, or excuse me,
I-
just
oh,
type
I-
in exclamation point
Yeah,
Discord.
I can in there actually. Yeah.
In terms of a goofy Halloween movie or a goofy scary movie, I would look up Trick or Treat or Tales from Halloween. Would be the two. They're anthology series. They don't take themselves too seriously. They encompass the spirit of Halloween really, really well. Ernest Scared Stupid. Oh yeah, fantastic, classic movie.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. I
the
love
Charlie
Ernest
Brown
Scared
series,
Stupid.
the Great Pumpkin one, also really good. Now I'm just trying to burn time until I can get confirmation that Mikey
I-
gets here.
I've got another one. It's definitely Halloween themed, kind of, but it embraces all of it. Beetlejuice.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice
Yeah.
is
Love
is like
Beetlejuice.
a
It's
top tier
quintessential.
movie.
Yeah, it's
S tier
quintessential.
movie.
Oh,
for me.
dude, it's one of the greatest.
Any time of the year. Any
And
time
thank
of the year, I'm
God-
good with that.
And thank God that movie concluded with Alec Baldwin not using a gun.
Yeah, no, he thought he was on the set for the second one, and he was trying to get people into the afterlife.
Hey man, all I
Well-
gotta say is every Alec Baldwin movie from this point forward should have as part of the production budget a small budget, probably only $40. You only need $40 for this, but every movie from this point forward should have a handbook for the recently deceased on staff, ready to go.
Yeah,
Absolutely. That's actually funny. We rewatched. I've watched it many, many times. The favorite movie of mine is The Edge this week, which ends with Alec Baldwin trying to shoot somebody.
Oh, maybe this is
God.
just him getting back. All right, fair enough.
Yeah. It's The Edge is so good. If you have never watched The Edge is a great movie that is worth the watch. Anthony Hopkins and I can't remember his name. Michael from Lost. I can never remember the actor's name. And Alec Baldwin. Great movie. Great
Hey,
movie. And
Mikey,
a scary movie.
my good buddy Mike, close circuit to you, buddy. When you get there, when you're all done joining the Discord, what I need you to do is join the Tundra Stream waiting room. And when you're there, we can pull you in and at least bare minimum get you on audio only.
Yeah, he's got Whispers blocked, so I can't send him a invite to
Yeah.
it. Otherwise, I would have.
I'll just put it
We'd
in the
love to.
chat
We'd love to
again.
hear you jump on in with us, bud.
Well, let's fill some time here,
Absolutely.
folks, until I can get this
Yeah.
working.
he's panicking.
We'll
Better than
figure it
last
out.
week.
Yeah. Oh God, dude, I about put a hole in my wall last week. This is
And
like
then-
easy.
While Tyler figures that out, I want to go with Spicy and Kush. I want to hear, what are your parameters for finding a good scary movie? Like,
Ooh,
because
good question.
these things come out all the time. You get your B movies, your super studio movies like Scream or whatever. You got everything in between. When you're ready to watch and you're like, I want to watch it. I want to watch something I haven't seen before. How do you go about finding something in this genre that you're willing to watch? because I'll watch just about anything. You put it on, I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. But a lot of the time, I'm like, this looks like shit, and I don't want to watch it. But what are your parameters? Cushy, sounds like you might have something here.
For me, I do not enjoy the ghost or possession movies they're all stupid to me. They're too stupid for me to get over. Yeah. It's not that they're bad movies. It's for me, the whole, the mirror's haunted or like
Oculus,
whatever. All of those movies are all the same movie to me.
Sure.
And it's just like, there's something that's haunted. It's going to possess somebody. They're going to do stuff in an altered state. Like it's
not that there's like, it's just, there's so many bad movies that finding the good one is very difficult.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, does anybody have a technique to find the good stuff? And it sounds like Cushy's narrowing it down.
Yeah, I don't watch those. If it's some sort of,
I just don't watch them. Basically, you wait till next year when everybody's like watched it and be like, all right, was it good? Was it good? All right,
yeah.
Enough people have said it was good.
Psychological thrillers I like that are, kind of that'll get you with some jump scares here and there. I like those ones where you can't figure out what's going on and it's getting scary because nobody seems to know what's going on. Those ones I enjoy. Or if there is like, sorry, kids got me sick.
Oh, he's dying. He's dying, folks. Pray for Kush. Or sacrifice or burning an offering.
There you go.
Hashtag Rasputin lives.
Yep.
If there's something like possessed in the way like, Jason, you know what I mean? In the Friday the 13th movies.
Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot. I forgot something. I have to go back to me when you're done.
But, for me, it's more just, I want the more action or a psychological thriller, but like the haunting ones, for the most part, don't get me.
Paranormal Activity is not for you.
No, because that just feels like all the ghost hunting shows and stuff. That's the problem. Is I have lived with people who watch too many of that, like all that shit all the time.
Zach Baggins will.
Yeah. All that is all completely ruined. Those
I
shows
am allergic,
hosted by comedians and shit. Like, come on.
I am allergic to reality TV, so I agree with you on that front. Spicy, what did you got on that front, buddy? How do you pick your scary movie? Because I feel like it's going to be based on what your wife will watch.
I don't know. She is probably more apt to watch one. If we're gonna watch it, we'll watch it together.
All right.
Like when we watched Pope's Exorcist, and then we watched Deliver Us from Evil, which were both exorcism movies. Which those were good for that kind of theme, I guess. I personally like movies with like a big defined bad guy, like your classic Freddy, Jason, all that shit, or sci-fi, fantasy, whatever. You know what I mean? There's a lot of interesting horror stuff out there. Vampires aren't bad, like the old John Carpenter vampire movie.
Sure.
Like that's a fun one.
You like a world. You're like build a world for me, and you enjoy that kind of the Jason
Bring it together.
Now he's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Build me a world.
I'm a little bit more in Cushy's camp. I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching that until everybody said it's good. But I took a chance on Pope's Exorcist, and that was actually pretty fantastic.
I enjoyed it actually quite a bit.
Totally.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, I'm glad I saw that.
I enjoyed it for horror movie reasons.
It was just basically, Russell Crowe charisma.
Yeah.
Got me through a lot of that.
Exactly what it was.
Bon appetito.
Exactly.
The opening scene where he's like openly mocking the person that's possessed is just hilarious. It's just absolutely hilarious. And I think a lot of people that are into kind of they're kind of anti-possession movies, they'll probably like this movie a little bit more because it kind of plays into the fact that there's like, well, this person's just fucking like mentally disturbed.
Yeah.
They're not possessed.
And then the last 5 minutes of the movie happens too. So I could see a lot of people being upset with this movie being something very interesting and new, and then also being kind of basically a rerun of everything you've seen. So, but it hits like that Exorcist itch a little bit. Like I think they nailed it pretty well. Like I was ready for like Pazuzu to come out. Pazuzu. But yeah, absolutely. Did we have our friend here, Sandman?
Not quite. He was in the
Ah.
waiting room for a second, but he was muted, so I dragged him in and booted him out. So next
so
time
we may have technical issues there.
well, no,
I think that was cat milk you pulled in. That was the name.
oh, that was cat milk. Oh, my bad.
He's trying to help him, but I don't think he's joined the. Oh, he just joined the Discord.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So we'll
So
be
he'll
be
be
there
in
in
a
just a
second.
couple of seconds.
We'll get
I
you in.
I have one that I've got to get to. I just have to remember it now. We talked about houses October built. Oh, okay. So there was another one, and this is one that I usually save for Halloween night. This is one that I usually save for Halloween night.
Okay.
Because it is so good. It is so hilarious. It is so poignant and on point. It's a movie that is kind of difficult to describe to somebody who's never seen it before and sell them on it, but trust me, it's fantastic. I've recommended it to every single person here multiple times. A couple of us have seen it, and it's a little movie called Behind the Mask.
Oh, I always forget about it. It's like it always like drops out of my mind, but it is so well made.
It is a kind of like a suit. It's almost like if The Office was a horror movie, kind
I
of.
don't even think it's not The Office. It is
Or like Trailer Park Boys or something. It's a documentary style movie.
Right. It's a mockumentary. We turn it to 11.
Oh, Spinal Tap. Yeah.
It's Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap for horror. Exactly.
It's the horror movie
There
Spinal
it is.
Tap.
Okay,
is what
so
it is.
Mikey, just make sure you're not muted. Oh, Cushion's doing it right now. So the premise of the story is it takes place in a universe where people like Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Chucky, they all existed, and this guy is the up and coming kind of bearer of the torch for the slashers. His name's Leslie, and it is like I cannot remember the actor who plays him, but he's so charismatic and so absolutely lovable that you forget that you're watching a murderer plan out his killing spree, essentially. And the culmination of the movie, it essentially culminates into this big murder spree, which is so perfectly classic slasher that it makes all of the setup that is like arguably relatively slow burn. It makes it all worth it.
Yeah, they do a good job of bringing in this documentary crew, right? It is filmed from this documentary crew's perspective, and it is almost like they are okay. We're serious. We want to get into this thing, and then it's like slowly dragged into this fantasy realm a little bit. And they do a really good job of them being like the audience's they are the audience where they're like, why don't we just do this? And there's a constantly this evolving door of them going like, well, of course they do this. That's what they do in all these, horror movies. This all makes sense. Let's not do that. And the repercussions of these decisions. So it's a lot of that, the audience, it's that audience in the theater going like, don't go in the basement.
Exactly.
And they're like, well, we don't go obviously we don't in the basement, but we know his plan. We have to go in the basement because we know that's what the thing is. And these stupid teens are going to go down there. So we have to, so there's some it's very well written. The production value is, that
it's honestly one of the better like takes on a slasher that's been done.
Yes.
It's one of the more unique takes, I should say.
Low budget filmed,
Very
but
low budget,
high budget written. Like it is very, very, very well written and well acted. I think it was
Mikey, can you hear me, buddy?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, and you sound fucking beautiful as always. This man, I got onto a phone with him. I got onto a phone call with him this week to discuss some wheelings even, that will reveal to you on Saturday night. But and he essentially told me that I could tell any lie that I want to, and it would sound good. Mikey, how you doing?
Got that voice, man.
How
I'm
you
doing
doing
great.
tonight? You doing great?
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching you guys talk about horror movies, which is one of my favorite things.
See,
awesome.
If I had my video up right now, which I'm trying to get in on Twitch, like I've got too many places I have to go here.
That's all right. If you can't get the
Jason
video
mask over
up,
my
that's
shoulder.
fine. We can have you just on audio here. I can take some time if you want to come back on this show. You have an open invitation. But you are like just a match made in heaven for this group, aren't you? I mean, we like all the same shit.
You know, it's funny because as I started watching, I was watching you play the video game earlier where you were like the DJ.
Fuck yeah,
in
dude!
that
Wasn't that
radio.
cool as hell?
That was, and the artistic style of that
Right?
game was incredible.
Very Borderlands.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Yeah, it definitely was. And so I started watching this, and I'm like, all right, man. It's like, I mean, we love metal, horror,
Oh,
guns.
easy.
I mean, I was like,
Can
all right, we got
I,
a lot of things going on here.
Mikey, I know I said your first name multiple times now, but can I properly introduce you, or do you want to save that for some other time?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a firearms industry absolute fucking unit here with us. This is Mike. He is representing the CMMG crew here in the chat tonight. Mike, go ahead and just give us a little bit of a job description title. What do you do for CMMG?
I get to go to places like Gunstock and Iraq Vet and hang out with cool guys like you.
Okay, I just want him to repeat that one more time. Go ahead.
Yeah, sound clip.
I get to go to places like Gunstock and Iraq Vet and all kinds of cool events around the country and hang out with cool guys like you.
Okay,
Bro,
not
I
only
recognized the voice at first, and it took me a second. I was like, hold on, this is. Wait a second.
you know this guy. You've
I'm
seen him
fucking special, I'm sorry.
many moons, many times. So Mikey is an absolute legend, generous dude. Lets us shoot a lot of ammo out of the Mark 47. Excuse me.
Man, you
sorry.
say that all day long. I
know.
don't mind one
I know
bit.
I can, but I'm always gonna do it that way just for the sake of the laughs.
Yeah,
but
I
Mike's
mean,
an absolute
You did that in
legend.
that little plug.
Yeah, he's an absolute legend. We love him to death. And thank you for joining us tonight, Mikey, and filling in for our good buddy 14 Hours to Steve.
That's right. I
who
have one
is-
question for Mike. When is CMMG going to put out a pistol that Precision Holsters can make a holster for?
Oh, actually,
Well, I mean, we do have
wait. Don't give away too many secrets. It's just a podcast.
Can
we do
you?
have like 6.5 inch non-buffer tubed ARs, so it's a little
Ooh.
big, but you know,
You
I
could probably make it work.
We can make something for that. Sure.
For the sake of all the gun guys in the chat right now, Mike, could you just quickly buzz the tower and tell us what CMMG stands for?
I could tell you, but it's classified.
I thought I could fucking get him.
Damn it.
All
We'll get 'em
one
one
of
of
these
these days.
One of these days, folks. All right. Well, Mikey, why don't we take it over to you? Why don't you tell us your favorite? It doesn't necessarily have to be a horror movie, but it could be a Halloween movie, a horror movie, something that encompasses your feeling of just awesomeness in this time of year. Go ahead. You have the floor, sir.
Oh man, it's funny because I was trying to discuss just horror movies in general with the guys at work earlier today, and I would really have to say that at this moment, probably. Sorry, I'm hearing a weird feedback. And I'm trying to
You
figure out
gotta
what
you
that
gotta
means.
close down the feed audio.
Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, it's
Somebody's audio is feeding back to you.
it's not through
It's
backstage.
probably my own somewhere.
It's probably
Because I
your
have
own.
so many things open, I can't figure it out right now.
Yeah, you've got the stream audio. Is what
I was
we're
just gonna say,
hearing
Mike. Okay, we're old guys. Remember when you used to call into radio shows and they tell you to turn off the radio in the background?
Yes.
Make sure that that's the case.
He's
I
a
can't
monster.
find what tab's doing that.
Yeah,
or what's
he's
going
a
on right
monster
now.
like me and has like 20 tabs open.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
I
all right.
saw a squirrel there and totally got
You're
distracted
good.
from what the hell's going on. But at this moment, I would say Devil's Rejects is probably just one of my movies that just kind of gets me going, just because
Solid play.
I like the storytelling, and it was funny because I was actually quoting earlier today. Just one of my favorite lines of any movie ever is that, and the next words out of your mouth better be some brilliant fucking Mark Twain shit, because it's definitely getting carved in your tombstone.
Oh yeah.
That is it. I was really hoping you were about to say that. That's perfect.
So good.
That is
It's so
the
good.
fucking line from that movie for me.
Can we all just get a round of applause for Rob Zombie and his contribution to this time of the year? Rob Zombie, well done. Not everybody loves him, but at least 2/3 of this stream does. And oh boy,
I haven't seen everything he does, but man, he's
got some misses, I'll tell you that.
Well, okay. Out of curiosity, what do you think are his misses? Is it It's not Salem.
Well, Halloween 2.
Salem wasn't
Okay,
that
okay. You don't like
Halloween
it?
2 was
I love
horrible.
that movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
it
Halloween
wasn't-
2 was not great.
Salem wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
I think it's one of his better movies, honestly. I really liked it. It's slow paced. That's the reason why a lot of people don't like it. But
The Munsters was kind of a miss.
yeah, I
The
forgot
Monsters
about
was
that
a
one.
Was a big miss.
I
but
forgot about
that's
that one.
because he railroaded it when the studio fucked him over.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he intentionally fucking tanked it.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
haven't
huge
even
Rob
watched that
Zombie.
yet because I was too
Sa-
afraid to.
Save yourself, because he wanted to do it in black and white. They said no, so he turned the saturation up to 1,000,000, and it looks like shit.
It looks.
I think I might
it
be
looks
in-
like late '90s
I might be going in the
video.
backstage of Twitch right now. I don't know.
Stand by one. Let me look here.
figure it
You
out.
are,
I
as a
still
matter
can't
of
figure out
fact.
where my double audio is. It's still screwing
Oh my
with me.
God! Look at this man. He looks fucking beautiful and shit.
Hey! Oh
Hey.
wow!
Spicy.
Yeah, I actually do have a bit of a setup. So when I said I have a camera and mic, I do.
He's a
Oh, you're
really
a pop
good
guy.
Steve replacement
Holy
with
shit,
hair.
look at this.
He
He's
has
got-
hair.
This man
Yeah,
is
bro,
perfect
that's
for the show.
hurtful. That way you turned so quickly.
Oh no, Spicy
Yeah,
is
there's Jason
historically
right there.
known.
Oh,
Spicy
no,
is
yeah.
historically
Not me.
known as the most beautiful
Fuck.
member of the Tundra Nation. Okay, Mike.
Oh, easily.
I'm telling you,
how
I'm
it
looking at
happened.
you right now with that hair sweep that you got going on right now. A little
Oh,
jealous.
look at
It's
that.
called I need a haircut, is what that's called, man.
So,
we all need
I mean,
one,
for
but
me, this is Shaggy. And there's no way I'm gonna get anywhere near Rasputin down there.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's definitely a tough one. Plus,
There was
you,
a time in my life when I had long hair, and I don't miss it in the slightest, to be honest with you.
the beautiful part is
Oh,
I now
neither.
have somebody in the chat that has more gray hair in their beard than I do, which makes me feel better.
I compete,
Mine-
but I can't. beat you.
Mine's up there with you. You just can't tell because everything else is so dark.
Yeah. See, I have like,
I used to have the stripes.
oh, the
and
stripes
that
are
was
fucking
good.
dope, dude.
That's what I'm kind of getting here a little bit.
Yeah, the stripes
almost-
have evolved to a lot
It's
more.
almost like a camo pattern at this point for Kush at least.
If you need good beer products, go check out Cushy's channel for some Dapper Guru stuff, which is very
Ooh,
nice.
Use code what at checkout?
Dick's out.
Dick's out at checkout.
Dicks out.
Yes.
There you
Dicks
go.
out for Harambe.
That's how you
That's
know it's a
right.
good company when they let you use a company or a coupon code like Dick's out at checkout, baby.
I totally just found out where the second audio was.
What,
There
from
you
your
go.
phone? I was just gonna say.
It's from my phone.
Hey,
I was like,
we
where is
nailed
it
it.
coming from? I'm like, oh, I was streaming on my phone too, because that's where I was chatting while watching on my TV. So I think I've got things squared away. But
Good.
Looks like in both the chats. Look, yeah, Rob's. Everybody seems to agree with you. Yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Not a lot of fans. Not a lot of
Yeah,
fans.
I think
I didn't mind the original. I didn't mind his first Halloween.
Sure.
Halloween 2 was not.
That's the one where everybody was like, "All right, well, fuck you."
Just like it added like a weird supernatural element, and just
Uh-huh.
it was. I don't know where that story came from, but it was just.
I
don't
think
know,
that
it
was Rob
hard.
Zombie taking the money. That was Rob Zombie being like, "All
Yeah,
right,
he's like,
the 1st
I'm
one did
contractually
okay."
obligated to make this, so this is what you get.
there you go.
Yeah.
One of
but
his movies.
the trilogy. I mean, the House of a Thousand Corpses.
That's the
Devil's
one
Rejects
that's
and
still my
Three
favorite.
from Hell. I still think Devil's Rejects standalone is the winner of that entire
Sure.
trilogy. It's
Yeah.
just
See, I'm
I mean,
more.
this-
I
I'm
absolutely
I'm a little bit different. I love House of a Thousand Corpses. It was the first one. It started
that's my
everything.
favorite.
And it got me hooked on Rob Zombie movies. So for me, House of a Thousand Corpses it was the introduction of Captain Spaulding. But you are absolutely correct in terms of
I
like
don't know if you saw
overall
in the
entertainment.
chat earlier. I called out Sid Haig just because, I had an opportunity to meet him and I missed the opportunity, and I would have loved to have because he's a horror icon
He's
because he's worked with
royalty.
the likes of Rob Zombie all the way back to Lon Chaney
Yeah.
Jr.
Royalty.
You know, so
Yeah.
he's just he is. He's royalty. I mean, he's just it's just and I'll tell you, so the introduction of Captain Spaulding is totally why I love that franchise. But I don't know, the first time I watched House of a Thousand Corpses, you're not gonna be a fan of me here. I was like, I'm okay
It
if I
takes
never
some
see that
time.
again.
Yeah, it takes some time
But,
to grow on you.
but I
think,
rewatched it and it does grow on you.
Yeah.
definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely.
But this
Um,
week I got challenged to watch something new. I watched The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Ooh,
that's-
that
that's-
was
I have such a hard time with that movie.
so I've been told multiple times to watch that movie because we
I've
play
never
a
made it
game.
through.
We play
I've
a
never made
game
it
called
through.
The Mortuary Assistant quite often
Mhm.
here on the channel. And I was told last year to watch that movie. I cannot remember who told me to watch it, but they were very adamant that I do. And we attempted to watch it during the Great Thunder Nation get together, and I fucking Steved it, dude. I was so tired.
Yeah.
I fell
And I was
asleep in
out.
the middle of the movie.
I think I waited for as soon as Tyler was out. I was like, I'm not watching this.
I was literally like,
I'm out.
the movie's playing, and I'm just fucking sitting there, just going.
That's like a number one fear. Number one fear for me is be alive during an autopsy.
Dude, it's
Back
supposed
one
to be
second.
nuts. It's supposed to be nuts, and I'm
I don't
excited
think
that
I've
you also
ever made it.
endorse the movie as well. So I may have to go back and recheck it out. I just recently picked up a Roku for downstairs, so I can finally get my old ass 10-year-old TV to play modern movie streaming apps. So it opens up the door for me a little bit. But I was gonna go back to the Rob Zombie bit a little. I know we're 26 minutes over time for the first hour, but we've got Mikey here. We got to make it happen. First time he's ever been on the show, by the way. It's not even the gun stuff. We're
thanks
just
for having
talking
me.
movies. Oh, dude, thanks for filling in. Going back to the Rob Zombie stuff, something that Cushion and I have talked about ad nauseum here on this channel in terms of our favorite scary movies, Halloween movies, slashers, and something that I think that we need to bring up for this time as a suggestion for people to watch because it is a genuinely fantastic movie. The movie 31. The movie 31 it is unbelievably good. The premise of the story is it's almost like a really extreme escape room premise
That's a good way to put it.
where there are like Cushy, by the way, just as a heads up for you, we're talking about 31.
Okay.
It's so how I described it is it's almost like an extreme escape room type of movie where a bunch of people get kidnapped, somewhat sub-desirable people. They're kind of like they're carnies, aren't they?
Oh yeah, that would be the way to go. Fuck.
They're
You
like
mean the
carnival
people that
guys.
got kidnapped?
Yeah, they're carnival guys, right? Carnies.
Yeah, I think they are.
Anyway, so they're either carnies or something very adjacent to carnies. They stop at a gas
Gypsies.
station. Sherry Moon Zombie seductively gets them to be tricked into becoming kidnapped. And
Out of
Cushion,
respect.
yeah, I was just gonna say, would you?
Out of respect.
Out of respect.
I've been a thing for her for a while.
All the respect. Yeah, all the respect.
And they get put into this very like industrial escape house where there are everything from very very socially politically incorrect little people trying to kill you all the way up until Mr. Doom. What is his name? Mr. Doom? Something to that effect.
It's a
Doomhead, wasn't it?
Doomhead. Thank you.
Doomhead,
Something
yeah.
head. Yeah, Doomhead. Just they're like the all-star of serial killers. Are put in this escape room, and you're given a relatively decent and fair chance to escape this place. You have access to weapons. You have access to all different kinds of stuff to help you escape from this. So it's almost like you remember the movie The Pest with John Leguizamo.
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
it's almost like a
Yes.
horror movie version of that, and I love
And
it.
it kind of meets
The past. Good lord, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
it kind of like ties in with Running Man too a little.
Little bit, yeah, exactly.
Running Man.
It'd be like if Running Man met Saw light,
Right.
like a
So is
light
it- wait,
version of Saw.
Is this like what was it called? Was it called The Hunt? It was the we're gonna bring in
so
some
many like that, like Surviving the Game and the
surviving
Hunt
the
and just-
game.
I mean,
Oh,
this one just does it so well. It's so creepifying.
okay. I'm in. Anytime you get like a surviving the game ish kind of movie or run, Survivor Man or what, all these different ones. I'm in on it.
Well, the-
So big. I had never watched the movie, but now I want to. Big time.
One of the reasons I'll tell you, one of the best things about the movie is the guy that plays Doomhead. That's
Oh,
Richard
100%.
Brake.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Richard
You-
Brake.
was-
He
you
just
might-
does such
you
a
might
good
not
job
know-
in that.
So Richard Brake is one of those actors where you might not know his name, but you know his face.
Yep.
You
Right.
know, it's the
He
second
was in
you
the
see him.
Kingsman.
Yep.
Is
He was
that
like
is-
he was like the guy that was training Iggy in the
Yep.
Kingsman.
He's
Sure,
in,
sure,
he's,
sure,
he's in
yeah.
a lot of stuff. The minute
Yeah.
you see him, you're like, oh, holy shit, this is going to be good. And especially like once you see him, he sells
Yeah.
this movie better than anybody else in the entire cast. Just the way he goes, he's almost, I liken him in some ways to, he's an actor playing an actor, or even like, I don't know, to bring it closer to the stream here. He's kind of like what streamers are like when they're really pissed off before they do a stream, or like when they're not feeling it, and then all of a sudden once the go live button hits, they're just in character. It shows that version, or that transition so unbelievably well here, where he just lives to play this murderous, evil, just
Yeah.
devilish character, and it's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's very underrated.
Is it the same guy who played? What was the weird doctor guy in the House of a Thousand Corpses? Is that? Is it the
I don't
same
No.
guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's
Dr.
been in any
Satan?
other Rob Zombie movie
No.
other than
I've never
this.
actually looked up who played the weird doctor.
I haven't
guy in
looked up
the
who played him either. I'll tell you the other thing that gets me though is how Rob Zombie has gotten to use Malcolm McDowell so much in his movies too.
Maybe he's
Well,
a fan.
Malcolm
Yeah.
McDowell, he's an English guy. They'll do anything, honestly.
Yeah,
He's
so,
probably a
I mean
fan-
he's in there too. He's one of the
Yeah.
people that are like betting on or betting
Sure,
you
yep.
know,
Yeah.
either for the hunters or
He's probably a white zombie fan. That'd be my
He's
guess.
always down for some ultra violence.
So
Let's be
the
honest.
actor for Dr. Satan is Walter Phelan,
Thank you. Yep.
and
Oh, okay.
he-
That's
he's
right.
just been in like nothing but like horror stuff. Basically, it looks like.
Okay. Fair enough.
Go,
I wasn't
going
sure.
back to
I
like
wasn't
the
sure.
'90s, so I mean, he's had a little bit of a career. He's still doing stuff. It looks like.
There you
Fair
go.
enough, fair
There you go.
enough, fair
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're officially 30 minutes over time. We're going to move into the second segment of the show where we like to break down some trailers for you guys. Now, this is not horror movie exclusive. Sometimes we like to theme trailers based on the time of the year. And we've kind of gotten already a lot of horror movies, so we'll see what Scotty has to play for us. Everybody else on the panel, thank you very much for being there visually. I'm going to switch the scene over. We won't be able to see you, but we will be able to hear you. And if our tests have gone correctly, it should no longer be a slideshow for you
Yes.
guys to watch.
We
Scotty,
tried.
introduce trailers and take it away for me, buddy.
Well, we only have one that could be considered.
Sorry,
There you go.
misinput.
We only have one movie here that could be considered a horror movie, and even that's stretching it. But we have some very interesting trailers, and I want to talk about this first one here.
Hold on, give me a second because I just realized I'm
and
not part of the thingamajig.
Let me put it into Discord so
Yep.
you can hear it.
That would
My
be helpful, too.
bad. We usually do this earlier on, and I totally forgot all about
Welcome to the
it.
Tundra Nation, where we still don't know what the fuck
we
we're
go.
doing.
That
Not
should be-
never.
That
Not
should be
never.
enough to get the
All right, we
audio
are good.
for you.
So,
All right.
Oh, Mike, in the Discord, you should be able to watch Scott's live stream, Pig Nation.
If you
Yeah.
click on
Got
if you click on the watch a bit,
I found it.
Scotty, give me 2 seconds here. Give me 2 seconds,
Okay.
and you are good.
All right. Yeah. So I want to go off just this freeze frame here. This is Fargo season 5. This is they call it installment number
Okay,
5,
so
not
this
season.
is discount Lou Diamond Phillips and an obvious lesbian. Doing
I was
what?
say so. This was I had a few people that I was like, who is this? Who is this person? And I was like, this is obviously like discount Marilyn
CF 14 morbid.
Manson slash I don't there's like
I don't know.
think there's
I get Lou Diamond Phillips vibes from this guy.
oh from the man
Yeah.
here? I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe
don't know where you're seeing
yeah
that one.
yeah
You
I
got
can
the
see that.
stretch.
But the gal here, I was like, this is
That's
Marilyn Manson.
That's
That
right?
actually
Manson.
is Marilyn Manson. Yeah.
That's Manson, played by Tilda Swinton.
This is Tilda Swinton's
Hold
Marilyn
on,
Manson.
Cushion. This one's for you.
That's right. I think I had another one earlier, and I can't think of it. But there, I was just like, I need to hear from everybody. What do you have for who this character is?
I can't
This is-
unsee what Cushion just said. So
Yeah. But this is Fargo installment 5 is what they call it. They don't call it there. It's not season 5
okay,
or
but
whatever.
it's still a series.
It's still
Now,
it's a series.
before you play it, this obviously has to be Halloween themed. It has to be. There's a
I think, well-
fucking jack-o'-lantern in the background.
You know,
Yeah.
Fargo's always been kind of like a yeah. It's interesting. Okay, we're gonna play it. We're just gonna play
All right,
it.
let's see
You
it.
guys make your own judgments. Here we go.
Sir, there's no easy way to say this. Your wife isn't who she says she is.
Juno Temple's.
I understand that.
I have a crush on Juno Temple.
I see a woman who outsmarted 2 kidnappers.
Are you okay, ma'am?
Never do you mention she is a tiger.
She's claiming it never happened.
Oh.
Never what now?
She's a wolf in sheep's clothing, that one.
Okay, I'm in already.
Oh, this looks fantastic.
So it's the hunter hunting the hunters.
John Hamm with the nipple
Oh, dude.
piercings. The hot.
Let's go.
I feel like there's a butt here.
But you got any weaponry back there?
I'm in.
Got an air horn?
I like the pirate gun salesman.
Yeah, pirate gun store guy works.
Sneaking around here
Yeah.
pretending you're so nice, but I know who you really are. I'm a winner.
That don't sound accurate.
I'm a winner.
Yeah, my ASS.
Wait. Yeah. You know who Juno Temple looks like in this, especially?
Mm.
She looks like Elizabeth Olsen.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cut it out.
It's good to see you again, Mrs. Lyon.
Is that Paul Giamatti?
First of all,
No, it looks
I
like him though.
recognize you. You were kidnapped.
Oh my goodness.
That
Looks like
is.
Bill
With
Clinton.
all due respect, we've got our own reality.
We got our own reality.
That's not a thing.
All right, I'm
This
in.
looks really good.
I
It
am
looks really good.
100% in for this one.
It seems to be like every odd number of Fargo is
Yeah.
is a good season. Like it's hit and miss.
It's kinda
Like they're
like-
all worth watching.
Isn't
but
that the same as like True Detective too? Like the first season's really good,
A
the
little-
second season sucks, the
Oh,
third
yeah,
season's
yeah.
really good. Like it's
Yeah,
always the
yeah,
odd
yeah,
numbers that are really good.
yeah, because they realize we got to spend more time writing these
Right.
things.
Hey, what is Mikey? What are your thoughts on what you just saw from Fargo here?
I'm
Absolutely.
gonna say there's actually looks like I haven't seen any of the Fargo seasons prior
What?
to this.
Yeah,
but-
neither have I actually.
Oh.
But this
seen
actually
season
makes
one.
me want to watch it.
Oh,
So-
the first season is beyond good. It is.
I've seen part
perfection.
of. I've seen part because the first season's the one with the Hobbit guy, right? What's his name?
Yeah, it's got oh, goodness, I don't remember.
The guy from the
forget his
Hobbit.
name.
Yeah.
Yes, it is hot. Yeah, Bilbo is the main character in
Dildo
that,
Swaggins,
and Billy
all right.
and Billy Bob Thornton as well, and
Oh, really?
And Tom Hanks' son.
yeah, Tom Hanks' son,
Isn't
Colin
he a
Hanks.
crackhead?
No, that's the other
Um,
son.
Oh, the
That's the
other
other
son.
son.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got 2. There's always
Yeah.
a good and a bad one.
Got
Ask me how I know.
Yeah, Colin Hanks is good in it. There's actually it is the first season of Fargo is absolutely stellar. And of all the seasons I've watched, they're all totally watchable. I will not say none of them are watchable. This is the most excited I've been since the first season, really. This looks absolutely fantastic.
Cushy, you're gonna like this comment from Jake B in the YouTube chat. He says Archangel Gabriel is looking rough. That's the Tilda Swinton bit right there.
Yep.
I think Gabriel, John Hamm plays Gabriel in the show with.
Can we just all acknowledge that John Hamm is an undersung national treasure?
Oh, for sure.
John Hamm is just genius in everything that he does. I'm sorry, but he just is.
Oh, for sure. He looks fantastic in this.
Oh, a little bit.
I hope
even the progressive commercials.
The Coen brothers always get the best out of comedic actors. Like when they put them into a dramatic role, and it's like, all right, we need you to be as ridiculous as possible, but play it perfectly straight. And that's a John Hamm role for you 100%. Right there. And Juno Temple. I think Juno Temple is very, very funny. You put her into a role where she's trying not to be funny. And
I really genuinely thought, like, until you said Juno Temple, I really genuinely thought that was Elizabeth Olsen.
No, Juno Temple is the blonde one. Anyway, don't worry about it.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else, but whoever was in there that looked like Elizabeth Olsen.
Ted Lasso.
What's that?
I said Juno played Keeley in Ted Lasso.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, those T words are recognizable anywhere.
Anyways, next one up, and I only put this out. I haven't watched any of this show.
Never seen it. Megan.
It is critically acclaimed across the board. Everybody loves it. This is the season I think might draw a lot of us in because of its cultural relevance to a lot of us. And it is, we finally get
Princess
Diana. Yeah, Princess Diana.
God damn. Whoever they have acting her.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she looks.
Yeah, we talked about it the first time we saw a trailer for it.
Yeah, we had a teaser for this. This is the first full trailer.
Holy shit.
Your Majesty.
This show looks fantastic, and I've heard nothing but good things.
Was that Judi Dench as the queen?
Was it?
No, I don't.
Give her the respect she deserves, Dame Judi Dench.
Yeah, Dame Judi Dench.
That's not Judi Dench.
As the queen?
Mommy.
No, that's not her.
You okay?
Holy shit, that looks like her.
It's so much like her. That's what struck me in this, and I'm like, oh, Dodi Fayed.
Dude, this is nuts. Like, I was a young kid when all this happened, but I still remember this.
Yeah,
vividly.
that's what I mean. It speaks kind of to.
No, yeah, that's definitely not. That's the.
No,
stop! It's fucking Dolores Umbridge.
That's not Dolores Umbridge.
It is. Invade England.
That looks like.
Fuck that bitch.
That's why she's dead now.
Yeah, she better be. Wait, in real life?
What do people
the queen? Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
For you to be mother to the nation.
Dolores fucking Umbridge. Wait, was COVID happening?
Diana gave people what
No,
they
she's stepping
needed
out into a minefield.
all over the world in their
With
thousands.
that?
I remember this. I remember all of this. Like this is like perfectly in my age group to remember every bit of this.
Like, I was a kid when all this happened, but
I mean, yeah,
you're
you're only a few years younger, but that's the thing. I was like, it is perfectly in my wheelhouse to remember every bit of this, how incredible it was. So yeah,
You remember this the way we remember OJ.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of the
a little
age
bit,
thing.
yeah.
It's just a couple years.
That was
a
3
couple
years later.
earlier.
Not even, like 2 years later, I think.
Yeah,
Mike's
so
like, bitch, I was around for all of it. Mikey's like, I was already working at CMMG.
Yeah, no, I'd
seen Tonka 57 times by then.
I just like I remember my parents like reacting to it. There was so much built around Princess Di and the tragedies and the betrayals and whatnot, and the stuff that still lives today. And I can only imagine her family watching this and reacting to what they what they saw and what they felt, and and people just in popular media. She was like one of the first, like, paparazzi was not like a term until her.
Yeah.
Like, paparazzi did not get their notoriety until her. Like, that was the whole thing. It was like, yeah, paparazzi had been around for a long, 50 years before her or whatever. But
well, I mean, yeah, for
the notoriety, the infamy of the paparazzi was not like solidified until her. And that was a whole thing. So I think this season should be I don't think they can get it wrong. From what I've seen on the trailer and this,
I mean,
and
the
that,
actress that they have playing her is strikingly
is like is bizarrely looks just like her. So
that is like uncanny, and it's really honestly kind of creepy.
yeah, it's not something I would normally watch, but this looks fascinating to me. I think I will end up watching this at some point, and I look forward to it.
I might take a peek at it. Like I said, Megan's a big fan of the show.
Yeah, I know. The ladies love every season of this show. Seems like
Megan's a big fan of this show. I'm a big fan of Princess Di, so it could be a match made.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Or I might get punched in the face. You never know.
You're about the same age as their children, so
she's behind me right now. She's trying to take me out. If those hands start sneaking closer to my Adam's apple and start strangling me, you guys know what happened.
I think everybody had a MILF fantasy
By the way, Mike,
at some point,
Mike, say hi to my wife.
Hi.
This is the better 3/4 right here. Keeps me going.
I think that ratio is still a little low.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
You're probably
well done.
accurate. All right, let's go on to our next one.
Next one up, this actress that is the main character in this. I haven't picked together all the other actors. I just saw this today. Is the main actress who did Freaky. And I loved Freaky. I watched that about 2 weeks ago. I really liked Freaky, and it seems like this actress is really kind of building on this a cult following. I don't know. She's doing good jobs. And I really like it. And so we'll just play it from there.
There's a young man. I talked to him. I wish I was with you.
Okay.
That's really weird, Lisa.
Okay.
I'm the greatest. God created. Power driven. On the mission.
Taffy says it's a waste of time to try and fix up ways.
Is this some like weird take on Frankenstein?
Yes, it is. It's called Lisa Frankenstein.
Okay, I'm kind of in. It's got the 80s vibe. Why on Valentine's Day?
Can't do that. Not until we bury the body.
Oh, this is the Johnny Depp one, isn't it? Is that Johnny Depp?
No, it's not Johnny
Depp. Never mind.
He has a Sweeney Todd look right there.
He does have the Sweeney Todd look. This feels like a movie for anybody that was ever in love with a goth girl in the 90s.
Yeah, okay, good call.
Was I supposed to stop that?
I was just going to say, yeah, so this is a cushion movie.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go
Diablo Cody wrote it, so,
I'm gonna go
but
ahead
it comes out in February, just before Valentine's Day, so.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm in.
I am in a little bit. Like, it looks, I don't know. It doesn't look good.
I'm
like
curious.
Yeah, I feel like this is a movie that Megan and I will enjoy quite a bit.
I think so. I think this is a bring a date movie.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's like if
I'm gonna wash my hair that night.
That's a joke, ladies and gentlemen, because unlike the rest of us, unlike Mike and Scott and Cook, well, I guess the rest of us say for me, but we're bald.
That's bald too.
Bald and beautiful, baby.
God damn, I wish.
Yeah, I think yeah, this I think is appealing towards
Dude,
people
fucking
our age.
Spicy is just mashing that popcorn right now.
Bro, I'm not even on screen. What do you think?
I can still
Don't
see
out
you.
me.
I can still see you. You're
still see you
straight
too,
up
Talk about this
mashing
ridiculous
them.
trailer and not
You
my
are
popcorn.
dude. I am actually genuinely curious in watching that trailer right there. You and that popcorn bag. Holy shit!
All right, we got 3 more trailers to get through. Yeah, I think this one, it looks watchable. It could be good, it could be bad, but I am intrigued and I'm ready to watch it.
Let's
Next
watch
one
it.
up.
Watch it.
All right, here we go. I think this one, okay, you're gonna be. I think we're all gonna be like, oh, at the same moment. As soon as we see it, we'll
Okay.
see it. All
Okay.
right, here we go.
Talk to me, Goose.
It's
Oh no, I'm kidding.
You live,
Okay.
you die. It's in between that counts.
Okay, Tommy
That
Lee.
is Tommy Lee acting again.
Need you to take my boat out for a run.
Hasn't made a movie in like 10 years.
Justin
Stop.
Timberlake.
I was trying to think of the last time I'd seen him.
Decade. My brother, I'm curious.
No Country for Old Men, I
About
think.
me. About you too, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna show you what real fishermen can do.
Ben Foster.
Yeah, yeah.
What happens if you get caught?
God, I love watching Ben Foster act.
Getting caught is not an option.
Canadian Coast Guard.
Your vessel's been seized.
I got a $100,000 fine. I'm gonna lose my father's boat.
I never should have trusted you. I do not understand the way you're built.
You built me.
I can't help you. You're gonna have to do just what I
Wednesday
asked you to.
Adams.
Yeah, what's
I
her
have
name? Yep.
resources. We want to do
Jenna
business.
Ortega.
Mabel here said you guys
No,
are one
Ortega.
time.
Ortega.
Yeah,
This
Jenna
is it.
Ortega.
One time only.
Uh-oh.
You know what line you're crossing right now. She set us up.
No, this could be good.
You live. You die. It's the in-between that counts.
Could be good. Could be bad.
Could,
We
could
got.
be good. I'll say could be good.
You know what? I'm hoping. I mean,
I don't know. Mikey,
on.
your thoughts?
I like the fact that Ben Foster's in it, and I like just about everything he's in. But I know this is really weird. But the whole time I was seeing the title of the movie in the bottom left, and I just couldn't get Feinstein out of
Feinstein.
my
Yep,
head.
exactly.
And I was just like, my brain was stuck on it, and I just couldn't.
Okay,
Is that
I
like
feel
a?
it. I
Is
feel
that
it.
like a? Should we just say rip? No, actually, we wouldn't even say rip. But
Yeah, it's
okay, that's another joke, all for another show.
But yeah, I mean, Ben Foster has some incredible stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
Ben Foster, like, even if you don't like all of his movies, he is just. I don't think he would even be a fun dude to hang out with, but anytime he's on screen, I'm ready to watch it.
Man,
I'm
Spicy,
like-
Spicy, you and that
Him and Lone
popcorn are having a
Survivor and The
fucking love
Messenger.
affair. Spicy and this popcorn bag are having a fucking love
Oh, I got
affair.
to flip over to that screen.
Oh my god, dude! Watching Spicy eat this popcorn, it's
Mm.
slightly
Oh,
arousing.
get in there,
Man,
buddy.
it's like
Get
it's
in
like
there.
a horse with an oat bag.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, for real.
He'll strap a tourniquet
I'm always
around that thing if
surprised
he needs
at
to.
the movie plots where they're like, "Hey, I made a bad decision, so I'm going to make an even worse decision
Exactly.
now."
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
bad.
Really commit
Somehow
to it.
low percentage of it coming out, the way we wanted to.
But
I
it
think
does.
it's the opposite. I think
I was just
I
gonna
think
say that's Cushion's. That's Cushion, like the description of Cushion's association with Tundra Tactical right now.
I think it's the opposite. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, you want to go do some shady shit, the odds are always in your favor because prohibition doesn't work.
This is the definition of shut up, nerd. We're gonna go do hood rat shit with our friends.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Yeah, and I think that's what these guys do. They're like, yeah, we might as well. The odds are actually in our favor, and so we get to see how that plays out. The unfortunate thing is that people are people, and they fuck up a lot. So the odds may be in your favor, but people are
if
idiots.
you do it right.
Yeah,
all right, Scotty, we got 6 minutes left in the show. What else you got for us, buddy?
All right. We have, here's the next one up. This looks very fascinating, and I'm excited for it. So I want to play this one for you.
I went online this morning and I rented us a beautiful house out by the beach. I figured if I made the reservation and packed our bags, it would eliminate most of the reasons to say no.
Is that
Julie Roberts?
Nice.
no?
And Tyler.
Yes,
Julie Roberts.
but yes.
Ethan Hawke.
Oh, it's Ethan Hawke. I was like, oh god, he got old.
From the creator of Mr. Robot, which I love that show.
You know,
so.
okay, can you pause it here for a second?
Sure.
I'm gonna make a kind of like, okay, especially from like this angle, right? Right? Like without you seeing his face, tell me that's not Josh Brolin.
I was exactly thinking.
I was thinking the same. Yeah, for sure.
Tell me that's
All right.
not Josh Brolin. Ethan Hawke
probably-
and Josh Brolin somehow
probably-
have they share a common ancestor at this point.
Ethan Hawke is more like Meth and Hawk. Like Josh
yeah,
Brolin.
compare. Yeah,
He's Josh Brolin on meth. Like he's a little bit skinnier
Sure.
and sunken in.
Have they ever done a movie together?
Meth
That'd
and
be
Hawk.
interesting. They're very they look like they could be
Especially
related, for
now.
sure.
Like it wasn't that case 10 years ago.
No.
But right now, especially in this movie, I mean that is discount skinny Ethan Hawke or skinny Josh Brolin.
I think Ethan Hawke has about 5 years on Josh Brolin. So
There you go.
I'm so sorry to bother you, but this is our house.
This is your house.
What?
We were driving back to the city, then something happened.
You want to stay here, but we're staying here.
We need to get them out of here.
I need
Why
to think
would you let
everyone's gonna
them
be
in?
okay.
they're at a BRB.
Everything is gonna be okay.
Airbnb.
Isn't it?
A BRB.
Whatever. Airbnb.
Right
Whatever.
back.
We are seeing
Fuck
ongoing cyber attacks across the country.
Something is happening, and I don't trust them.
Everything I know, I have told you.
I don't believe you.
I would do anything to protect
This is why you
my
invest in a
Bacon.
nice
What you
CMMG
do,
gun,
your
folks.
business.
Get in the car right now!
Did those Teslas sound like NASCARs?
Yeah.
Haven't you been picking
Yeah,
up
they're making a lot of
on
noise.
what's going on out there?
Whatever it is, it's happening to all of us.
I just want to know what is the truth.
Let's get
Could-
Purgy up in here.
Yeah, could be interesting. Once again, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. If you had a Descent or a Banshee, this wouldn't be a problem. A little
My
bit of
go-to
love for my
300
boy Mike.
Blackout is a
I am
CMG
missing
kit.
a
Yep.
trailer in here. God dang it. Anyways, doesn't matter. We're moving on to the next
Yes!
one.
Let's go. My favorite. This comes out tomorrow.
I do apologize that it's so short, but this is their
All
official
rise for the
trailer.
Up North and Canadian national anthem.
da da da. There we go.
How you feeling?
I'm still drunk.
I'm still drunk.
to be the best team in the league this year, or the best team in the league ever?
Seriously, Nat, I want that record, but like, there's an impossible amount of good-looking girls.
Oh my goodness, we get to see
Ooh.
Nat.
Get him focused.
I'm
Okay,
so good.
I'm a little interested.
Why do you still do it?
I am so excited. I'm so excited.
That missing tooth really
Dude,
does
I am
it.
okay. Jared Kiso is the best thing to happen to hockey since Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin came into the league. Connor McDavid came into the league. Jared Kiso is not a
Are those
hockey
people?
player. Yes, those are real people. Jared Kiso is not a hockey player. He is an actor. But he does.
Look, I
hockey-related stuff. You'll
love
know him.
queso, but
Yep.
usually it comes in the form of some Tostitos cheese.
Oh, shut your mouth. You'll know Jared Keeso as Wayne from Letterkenny. He also plays Shorzy in Letterkenny, and this is the spin-off series to Letterkenny called Shorzy, and this is the second season. If you guys like Letterkenny and have not seen Shorzy, it is the best thing that you can watch on Hulu presently. And I'm not overselling it. I promise you, I'm not overselling it.
Yeah.
It is the best Hulu original series that is on Hulu right now. It is so unbelievably phenomenal. You don't even have to be a hockey fan to like it. You don't even have to be a Letterkenny fan to like it. If you are a hockey fan and you are a Letterkenny fan, it just makes it 300% more awesome.
I think Shorzy has a few more like cinematically interesting bits in it.
Well, and it hits you in the feels too a lot more.
Yes. Yeah. I'll agree with that. Yeah, it has a bit more of an emotional roller coaster to it.
I fell in love with what's that?
I'm sorry. You guys are talking about the emotional roller coaster of Shorzy, and all I could think of is the chirp of your mom tongue my butthole so good I put her in my phone as roll up the rim to win. And I'm like, emotional roll. That kind of is what I get.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey, one more Neutrogena tantrum out of you, bud, and you're getting the gay fucking try me.
Shorzy at least has like 3, maybe even 4 notes. The original stuff, maybe it's more like maybe 2 note things going on there. So
it is so good.
Shorzy is
it's
very
like,
much
Scott. It's like the Sioux. It's like the Sioux. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I love it. I think everybody else here would love it.
I will say this: if you like Letterkenny, you're gonna love Shorzy. It's the same So the same way that Jared Keeso in Letterkenny just drives into the same bits over and over, the same jokes over and over, and just runs them into the ground over the course of multiple seasons and multiple episodes. It's the same thing here. It's just more associated with hockey. So if you're a big hockey fan and you somehow have not seen this, please go watch it.
I slightly disagree. I think Shorzy adheres a little bit more to the traditional like 3-act, like they build stuff up.
Yeah, sure.
And they pay, it's a little bit different.
But it still has a lot of that Letterkenny-esque sense
absolutely
to it. In the sense where like with the bit and the tip fucker, and all that, it just constantly repeats itself over and over again.
Yeah.
And it gets funnier every fucking time. It's so great. It's so great. For what? So good.
I'm just saying, it's all at the edges. It's at the edges of the thing. But yeah, essentially, it's the same creators,
Jared
same people
Keeso
doing it.
Is a goddamn Canadian national treasure. I'll say it right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah,
there, bud.
Fuck yeah, bud. I was just feeding him the right and the left there.
The far right, left there. Hey, yeah. Out for.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know about you, but I'm dying to know what's happening with this grill right
here. You're oh yeah, I'm actually kind of like wondering what's going on here too. Mike, closed circuit to you right now.
Hey, let's bring it back to the main screen. That's it for the trailer.
Closed circuit. No. Keep your shit up. Keep your shit up.
I know.
Mike, do you know what we're talking about when we talk about the Canadian national anthem? And it's not the Canadian national anthem.
Ooh, fuck yeah, bud.
I do not.
Oh,
pull it up, Scott. Pull it up.
Points there.
All right.
It's called Out for a Rip. It's called Out for a Rip.
You're all welcome for me finding this.
Yes.
Bro, I haven't watched this in a while. All right.
It's been a little while.
Make sure you're watching the stream and just enjoy how Canadian this is and tell me it's just not me in a music video.
Literally my ringtone.
Yep.
Woo! The keytar.
Yeah.
I'm from the Great White North, right? Like up above the states. Yeah. The big landmass that the rest of the world hates.
Yeah.
We're like above that. Fucking north, I guess. The big patch of trees where everybody's bored to death. We're just chilling up here, sipping syrup, playing hockey. Before we learn to walk, we can cross-check properly. Just rocking plaid jackets, chainsaws, we operate them right. Fucking A-right we do, bud. We cut our weight in firewood. Every 20 minutes or so, smoke break. And if the Leafs make the playoffs, I'll fucking jump in the lake. Fucking buddy comes over to my place the other night, and he's like, "You want to go out for a rip?" And I was like, "Fucking right." Yeah.
Fuck
so
it
we hop
in,
in the
bud.
truck and hit the mud, and I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, bud." Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud?
This is like my favorite Euro sport, too.
I come from the land of the polite, where shit's covered in ice. And when I'm down in the States, they're like, "You're too fucking nice." Like, yeah, we got manners, but fucking buddies still fight and fucking swear and fucking drink all night. Like this one time, me and fucking buddy are out having a dart, and fucking buddy burns a hole in my coat. And I was like, "Fuck, bud," because the coat was pretty new, right? And he's like, "Fuck you." So I put his head in a snowbank and just started fucking feeding him the right, left, like fucking boom, boom, boom. Got enough, yeah? And he's like, okay, fuck, chill out, shit. So I
Fucking
pulled
chill
him out of the
out.
snow and we went out for a rip. Yeah. Just
Out for a rip.
Are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out for a rip.
I cannot tell you how happy this song makes me as a Minnesotan.
Just
Out for a rip, are you, bud?
Yeah. Just out
For a rip.
fucking right. Just out for a rip. Are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right.
I mean, up here in
Mike is
Minnesota,
currently
we're,
canceling all future CMMG Tundra plans.
yeah, right. Like up here in Minnesota, we are essentially Canada Light. Like we are the beta version of Canada.
And these guys are Canada heavy.
Yeah. And this just makes me so happy because it is literally
There's
describing
definitely a cultural
everything.
divide here somewhere.
Yeah. Closer to Boonville than I am the frozen tundra.
Being Canadian, they're not apologizing nearly enough. JP says. The first season of Letterkenny was great. The last few have been a little stale. Yeah, a little bit. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen of the Tundra Nation, that's officially going to wrap us up for the Recast podcast for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Let's give a quick round of applause for our good buddy Mikey from CMMG
Hey, thanks for
coming to
having
fill
me.
in.
Outro music.
Hey, dude, we're very happy to have you on anytime. You have an open
Absolutely,
invitation to
brother.
the show, man. Open invitation to the show, as always. You're an absolute legend. We love the company. We love you especially, and I cannot wait to make the announcement that we talked about here of what's coming up on Saturday. Saturday, I'm making the official announcement. Now, granted, it's not set in stone yet, but I'm pretty confident that between Mike and myself, we can probably make this thing happen. So, you guys, Mike,
If I can give a hint, all I have to say is we just need to pick a date.
oh, I'm excited to hear that. I'm excited to hear that.
All we have to do is pick a date. I'll call you tomorrow.
Woo! All right. I love it. Call me before 4 p.m., by the way. All right,
Tune in
ladies and
Saturday.
gentlemen, that
Tune
is
in
it.
Saturday.
Yep, that is it. Looks like we're going to have some big announcements to make on Saturday. That is it for tonight, though. We want to say thank you very much for watching. We love you guys. We miss you. And we'll see you next time when...
Oh, fuck
You
yeah,
still
bud.
don't know what the fuck we're doing.
We'll see you guys next time when we still don't know what the fuck we're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the best. Take it easy, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Where's the fucking button?